Hello, everyone. Coming up next, a great time movie. All Guts So Gory presents The Grudge.
When someone dies in a state terror, a curse is born.
The whole time I was in that house, I felt something was wrong.
Once you see it, you can never forget. Once it sees you, you can never escape. The Grudge, rated G13, now playing in theaters everywhere.
The mad and macabre.
Oh, what monster could have done this?
I'm just gonna bash your brains.
Before dawn, make your choice.
Wake up, little girl.
Playtime's over.
You don't know what death is.
Sliced and diced.
Welcome to All Guts So Gory. Our movie today is the 2004 movie starring Sarah Michelle Gellar, The Grudge. I'm joined today, as always, by Mike and Justin. And we have a special guest today.
Yes, we do.
Who's going to co-host with me. I had to do homework this episode, God damn it. Everyone, please put your hands together for Steven Spielberg. Hey! Oh, I was hoping you guys were going to look. Okay. No, we have Tori Smith today, a friend of mine. Works with my wife, loves horror movies. So, yeah, this is going to be a great one, I think.
Welcome, Tori. In honor, I think we should call this episode The All Guts So Tori.
Oh, whoa, man. You wrote that down, didn't you?
I've had that one canned. The second that I heard she was coming on, I was like, I got something.
Okay, so let's do a quick get to know you with Tori. So, like I said, you're a horror movie fan. What's your deal with horror movies?
Well, I love them, but The Grudge was actually one of my first horror movies I've ever watched. I was like 12 when I watched it. It was my second horror movie I ever watched. And after that, I just really, really liked them. And me and my dad always watched horror movies, sci-fi movies, things like that. So I always loved it. And the older I got, the more interested in them I got. So
yeah.
So The Grudge holds a special sentimental value to you.
Yes, it does.
We have a lot.
It does.
That's a common theme on our podcast. Mm-hmm. Like, I love movies that these guys think are garbage, but I watched it when I was probably like 8,
that's
and
why
it
I
just
like it
stuck
so
with
much.
me.
You're coming into, you're starting to understand, how these stories are being put together.
Yes.
But also another common theme seems to be like parents are watching these. Their parents have a love for them, and you kind of just...
I watched them with my mom.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I watched them with my dad. Not my mom necessarily. She watched sci-fi stuff, so I had that. What about you, Mike?
No, I watched these with no parental supervision. We were talking about generations before we came on the show that I'm like a real early millennial, but I align more with closer to Gen X, where I was raised a little bit where sometimes TV was the babysitter, and I'd go on some weekends here and there. I'd spend the night at my grandmom's house. And my grandma at the time, both of her she was wheelchair bound. So, she'd get around. She could do whatever.
She couldn't turn your movie off.
Well, she couldn't go like down in the basement. So I'd go down in the basement and watch whatever horror movies that my cousins had it's not like she was going to come down and check on me. So
dang, man.
What are you doing down there, Mike?
Yeah.
I'm brushing my hair.
So, when you're like 8, 9 years old, I've watched Stephen King's It way more than I should have, and watched Child's Play at my other cousin's house a ton, and you just watch things way more. And it's like, when you don't get the exposure to those things, like, there's something cool. It's like you're not supposed to do it.
Kind of forbidden.
It's a little forbidden. Exactly. It's a bite of that forbidden fruit. So, it was just, you had to. It was fun.
Tori, we put everybody to the test, and we make them list their Mount Rushmore, patent pending, of movies.
Okay.
It's just you're familiar with the Mount Rushmore. Obviously, there's 4 presidents on there. But what are your 4 horror movies that would belong up there in no particular order?
Okay. Well, I'll put The Grudge up there because of what it means to me. I'm going to have to go with, this is a new movie, Sinners.
Okay. Don't say the Babadook. That's all I got to say.
No.
Or Rosemary's Baby. You'll be out of here. We'll cut this episode short.
I am going to say The Shining.
Love
I
it.
love that movie.
Okay.
And
I know. See, it's tough to put that fourth one. You
It
start
is.
to feel bad for the
Because
ones
there's
you
like
leave off.
six or seven of them you want to put
thinking
as
of
number
which
4.
one I want
You
to
like
put.
start to think
The Grudge 2.
Juwan.
the remake of The Grudge. Oh my gosh. That's one I skipped completely. I didn't even watch the remake of The Grudge.
I don't know.
Wait, we are doing the remake of The Grudge.
Oh gosh, I'm out of here then. No, I mean the second remake.
The second remake. The remake.
I think I'm going to have to go with it, but not the newest one.
Oh, the TV
the
one.
TV one.
Yeah.
Classic.
Tim Curry, big.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's great.
That was a movie that scared me so much. It
Yeah.
was like
Didn't I get one of you?
terrified me.
What'd you say?
Didn't one of you also say it got you?
I loved it.
That's
It was
one
a
that
TV
my,
movie, too.
Yeah, I was saying, my cousins, my aunt, and my cousins had
that was like Sunday night.
the double VHS tape of it, and I watched that thing 50 times.
We watched it when it
over
was
there.
Yeah.
being brought to you every week or whatever for, I think it was like 4 weeks or something or 3, but they definitely, it was scary. It was scary stuff at the time for sure.
I love
Yeah,
I
it
love the
scared
new
me.
one. I love the series Dairy.
That was
kicks
amazing.
ass.
Yeah, it's really good.
That was so
Agree.
good.
really, really.
I mean,
well
like
done.
you think a series isn't going to be as scary as a movie. You are wrong.
scary.
Because this
Right.
shows up. Okay. So 2004. What were you guys doing in 2004 when this movie came out?
I was still being awesome.
Keeping it
Because
real.
that's my thing. So I graduated high school in 99. So I was dabbling in the local community college, skipping a bunch of classes, watching as many movies as I could, staying up too late, all that stuff. But I was a friend of Family Video and got all the 7-day rentals for 50 cents or whatever it was and just pounded those out. Also just watched a ton at the movie theater too.
Yeah, 2004. Geez, skipping ahead. I was 19 going on 20 with a fake ID for about a year and a half. So it was quite a blur at this point in my life. I was living in Florida after I joined the military. I was
Butt
down in
chugging
Fort
vodka.
Myers. Yeah, maybe. I don't even remember sometimes.
What'd they call that when you just squirt it straight in your... No, never mind.
Butt chugging, that's what they call it. Right?
But yeah, I looked at the movies that came out around The Grudge. So I did see The Grudge in theaters. And this month was a big movie month where I went and saw Ladder 49, Friday Night Lights, Team America World Police, The Grudge, Ray, and Saw. All came out in October of 2004. And The Grudge, being a 19-year-old shithead, I went and saw Team America and The Grudge on the same day for the price of one.
Did you sneak into one of
Yeah,
them?
you know, we went and saw Team
are
America,
days.
and then we're like, hey, The Grudge starts in 20 minutes, and just
People
walked across the hall.
Nothing going on here.
People treat the multiplexes like it's an all-you-can-eat buffet. They're like, might as well stay for another month.
I mean, I was gonna see it eventually. I, wanted to go see it, and
Right.
I did. And
Can't do it anymore with the assigned seating.
Right.
Yeah,
People
right.
know.
They fucked it
Well, I
up.
mean, you sit there. Hey, I'm in E3. Oh, you are. Oh, I'm in. Oh, yeah. Let me move
You
to
just
another
wait.
empty seat.
You just wait.
People still don't
Getting
know.
the
If I can
empty
just quick sidebar, took the kids to Monster Jam this past weekend, and it boggles my mind how many people still can't read a ticket and know where to fucking sit. Because twice in a row, in a span of about 10 minutes, people right in the 3 or 4 rows in front of us were coming up and like, hey, these are our seats. No, these are our seats. Looking at their tickets, playing the whole game, and like neither one could figure out. Like the people that came and saw people sitting in their seats were in the right.
This is
the
fresh.
people that were sitting there were like, no, these are our seats, and trying to be like, we're in 118, and they're like, well, this is 117, and they're like, no, it's not, and it's like, this is not that hard. There are signs everywhere that say what section is what,
And the number on the seats.
The arrow to this stairwell that says 116, and an arrow to the other stairwell that says 117. Like, it's not fucking hard. I don't know why people can't figure this out.
God damn.
Dude, take a drink.
That was a hot
Take
take.
I'm gonna take a
I don't think he breathed the whole time.
Meanwhile, he's like,
Meanwhile, so if you sneak into movies still, I don't now because I'm not a 19-year-old shithead. But if you do, then you can easily just be like, my bad, and move to another empty seat. And
Isn't
you're
that a
probably
song?
going to be fine.
like,
or
I'm just a 19-year-old
just walk
shithead.
into the movie like 3 minutes in because previews are 20 minutes long. Everyone will have been seated
That's
anyway.
like a half hour
Right.
after the,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
supposed to be there.
They're so
Okay, I'm
Meanwhile,
gonna.
Mike's trying to watch.
So the Grudge. I have a
gonna
grudge
jump
against
in.
people that can't find their fucking seats.
That wasn't me.
It was you.
So when this came out, I had gotten to Korea like a month before that, and had just been introduced into the Korean movie market, bootleg market, and did a double feature with like a. I think one of them was like a hand. I think the Grudge was like almost like a handheld cam of some ripoff, some theater in like Indonesia or something, and Team America, which was like the raw cut, the one they steal from from the production company in bootleg.
You can still see the strings on it.
Oh, I mean they're actually kind of amazing because some of them don't have. They're like early cuts. Some of them are finished CGI, so it'll have. I literally saw one where there was somebody acting out the monster. It was like just like in some generic room with like nothing on the walls, with like a chair off on the side, just acting out the monster.
The Grudge or Team America?
No, it wasn't either of those. It was some other movie I saw. But
like,
that's where I
monster
was.
there was in
That's
Team America.
when I saw it. I saw a shitty version. And then I came back and then rented it. And
Tori, you referenced that you were born in like 97,
Yes,
so you were a wee baby.
Yeah, I was 8 years old in 2004. So it was a few years later that I saw the movie.
Just watching The Grudge, smoking cigs, doing all that.
Yep. Okay. So, cultural significance of that time period. Sarah Michelle Gellar is the star of the movie. They had just wrapped Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which if you haven't seen, I mean, it's for some of our thousands and thousands of Gen Z listeners, tens of thousands Gen Z listeners. It's a really old series that ended in 2003.
Started in the 1900s.
Right, in the 1900s. And yeah, and she had, we'll get into that later when we talk about her, what she's done and stuff like that. So movie taglines. Anybody look at the tagline?
I did not.
I don't have it.
What? That's
I don't
not
have it for
true.
this
You
one.
always have the
I'm
tagline.
sorry, I don't have it for this.
Mike
one.
is our poster guy.
Yeah.
So the one that I saw was, once you see it, you can never forget it. Once it sees you, you can never escape. That's a pretty good one. Solid.
I think they could have
long.
just done with the second half. Yeah. Once it sees
Yeah.
you, you can never escape.
Yeah.
I like
And then another was, but this I think was actually from the movie, when someone dies in the grip of powerful rage, a curse is born.
it's almost like a stain.
And I think that was the
Yeah.
cop that said that to
Yeah, that was the fun
Sarah
exposition there.
Michelle Gellar's character.
On the poster, it says, "It never forgives, it never forgets."
No, that's every time I
doesn't
Google
really-
taglines, I never get the ones off the damn movie poster.
Well, Mike has his own special login somewhere.
No, if you just open up IMDb, the movie poster's right there.
Right? Yeah, I always
at the
just
movie
Google
poster.
taglines. I'm about to change my homework procedures.
Yeah,
No, I'm not. I'm not.
perhaps.
I was joking. I'm not.
Do so. Do so.
Okay, let's get into the director, writers of this movie. So this is a remake, like a shortly after, and I kind of feel like in the aughts they did that a lot, where foreign movie did really well, like the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Those were they Swedish or some Scandinavian country?
Sweden.
Was the author where he was from. They made the movie, and then like a year later they redid it with an American production. And this is a remake of Ju-on the Grudge. And what was that about?
It's like how you made like Ju-on, you know?
Ju-on.
I don't know. So bad.
They're very hard on the consonant.
Okay.
So the director, Takashi Shimiza?
I
I'm not
like
sure.
it.
Yep.
Potato?
Yeah.
Okay. So he was the director on the original, writer-director, I believe.
Yeah.
And directed the Americanized version. And they brought in Steven Susko as the co-writer to kind of make that
Right.
translation from one culture to another type of thing, and then kind of, change the story a little bit, Americanize it.
Important to note, this is the first time that a remake has used the same director. The horror version.
Yeah, I was
This
just
is
saying
the
it's
first
not.
time
I
a foreign
couldn't think
horror
of
movie
anything.
Wow.
has ever
I
used the same
kind of feel like we
director.
did a podcast where there was a director who had done the American version, but it wasn't Japanese
Was it after
or Korean.
2004?
I can't remember.
I watched a little behind the scenes, and Buffy was saying that this is the first time that a foreign.
You can't trust those guys. They don't do homework. All right, so he directed the first two Japanese versions of The Grudge, Ju-on's The Grudge, but then there's Ju-on The Curse 1 and 2, which I've never heard of until I did homework. And then he did the Americanized Grudge and Grudge 2, but brought in there's a lot of Japanese actors, a lot of Japanese, I assume he'd used on the first Japanese movies. He also brought in on production and stuff like it. It makes sense, You just get a couple translators and you're good to go.
It was very important to him to keep the Japanese flavor on this. That sounded weird. But it was very important to not make this an American movie with the same story.
Only if you make it weird.
Cool.
But to but to bring American actors into a Japanese setting, right?
Yeah. That was really cool that he kept
the fish out of water played well.
It really makes sense, because a lot of these you don't have to have, like except for a director, maybe, and him as the writer, you really don't need a lot of interaction. Like editing, I mean, you could bring in your own crew. The system, the equipment's the same.
Another part is it didn't make like this type of spirit isn't in our everyday fears, right? This is a Japanese
specific
spirit type of thing. So like for them, the idea of the devil and certain types of ghosts that we're familiar with in our everyday watching, that's not over there. But
right,
these
it doesn't
spirits
work the same way.
are. So it was important for him to
like there's spirits in everything in the Shinto, the Japanese culture.
Right.
The good ones, the bad ones, and this is a bad one.
This is a real bad one. I mean, she's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was important to make it make sense because this type of spirit over in America wouldn't make sense. So they're like, hey, it makes more sense to bring these Americans over here. And
so Steven Susko, the guy they brought in to kind of Americanize the script a little bit, he worked on Grudge 1 and 2. He also did Texas Chainsaw. Is that like one of the reboots?
I think that's the Leatherface origin story. I think that is that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the 2013. Yeah.
And I found other stuff, but for both of them, the director still working in Japan, still doing a good job, I assume, over there.
Still cashing checks, probably.
Still cashing checks, snapping necks. But the Susko guy, I didn't really find a whole bunch that was worthy to put down.
Yeah, and then Unfriended, Dark Web, Hellfest,
which is like
I think Hellfest I've seen
movie. Which one?
Hellfest. I think.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I don't know if I see.
It was fun. I expected a sequel to that, but
that's the one at the carnival, right?
Yeah.
Okay, where there's a stalker at the carnival.
Yes.
Kind of. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's it.
Like a central command tower or something like that, but everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember. It's either Hellfest or it's a different one. When they both are like carnivals, haunted house.
They came out around the same time.
And and I worked at a Cheesecake Factory at the time, and there was a line in one of these where they're like in this room in the haunted house, and like they're serving up body parts on plates, and like one of the guys comes in, he's like, these portions are way too big. What is this, the fucking Cheesecake Factory? And I was like, oh my God.
I've never had that problem at Cheesecake Factory. I think the portions
but their
are
plates
dead
are fucking huge. But
you ever ordered a whole cheesecake from the Cheesecake? What are those, like $50?
Never.
Keep going.
Oh my God.
Probably way more than that. I mean, what's it a slice? Like $8 now?
Yeah, probably.
That's crazy.
$9? Probably.
This episode brought to you by the Cheesecake.
Brought to you by Cheesecake Factory. Get your cheesecake today.
You will be overwhelmed by the menu and the portion size.
The portions are huge.
All right.
So let's move on to the cast. Of course, Sarah Michelle Gellar, the lead. I mean,
one nitpick.
A horror.
She doesn't look like a Karen. That's
her
my
name
name.
is her character's name is Karen,
I know.
which I assume it did not have the same connotation in 2004 as it has today.
Definitely didn't have Karen's.
Well, she doesn't have the Karen haircut.
She didn't ask to talk to a manager one time.
No, she
not
didn't.
a single time.
Not a single
She was
time.
very courteous
The least
the
Karen
whole
of
time
Karens.
in other people's language.
Right.
So, like,
she
for me, her big standouts. I know you did last summer. The Scooby-Doo movies. I love the Scooby-Doo movies. Cruel Intentions. I mean,
iconic.
a wayward Sarah Michelle Gellar.
So
With
Sarah
a coke habit.
Yeah, brunette.
Right.
Down to clown.
Sarah, very down to
Definitely.
that. and willing to like manipulate people for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So Sarah Michelle Gellar, obviously her biggest hit was Buffy, right? Everybody, I know
Yes.
Mike does not have a relationship with Buffy, but I think Tori does. I see a tattoo that says
I
"Once
do.
More with Feeling." The title of the season 6 musical episode. What is that part of the reason why you wanted to watch this? Or
Yes. Buffy is my favorite show of all time. I remember watching it. There'd be episodes and I really liked it. And then when in high school, when touchscreen phones and stuff came out and Netflix was streaming, I would watch it on my phone at night and I watched the entire series. And it's just phenomenal. And Sarah Michelle Gellar, I mean, in that, she's just iconic. I mean,
Perfect.
her heroine, that is...
And that was the episode, like, after she had died.
Yes.
They brought her back, and they were all...
spoilers.
Yes.
well,
And they
she's
were
died
all
a couple
cursed
Yeah,
to
she died.
sing till they die or something like
Yes.
that.
I love the episode.
And then
don't you shit on it, Charlie.
biggest thing that
Don't
I
you shit
remember
on it.
from that episode was they were singing, and Willow was like, you know, why are you so upset? Was Sarah like, or Buffy like feral for an episode or two, and then she was like, I was in heaven.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you
I can
guys
sing that
Yeah.
part,
fucked
but
up.
I'm not.
Is Willow Allison Hannigan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Flute.
Yeah. Bandcamp. Yeah.
One time. But yeah, same. I don't think I watched Buffy until after I saw The Grudge, though. Somebody convinced me, and I was like, I don't want to watch Buffy, but it was awesome. Right.
So
It is.
yeah, but like she was huge. This was one of her, like, let's try to make it in the film, and not as good of a track record with film as TV for sure. But like, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard when you're like that big on TV.
But she,
right?
Yes.
I mean, she's probably getting some checks monthly
Cash
from like
checks.
Oh, she's fine.
Breaking
Cruel
down
Intentions,
cash
The
checks.
Return, Scooby Doo. I know what you did last summer and all those.
made it-
Did she take like step back a little bit for parenting reasons? Because it
I
looks
think
like
Yeah.
she did.
This is
her
Freddie Prinze.
and Freddie Prinze kind of.
This is like
stepped out for a
2004 is
while.
basically it for her.
Right. She's-
There's a lot of small things, some voiceover work, one of the Call of Duty games. She's the voice of a character in it, like just small stuff like that for a while.
So that's our theory on that one.
Well,
I think she's starting to move
when
back.
you're of that
I see her a
age,
lot
Yeah.
more
It
now.
just kind of happens to some actresses. I'm just saying it's
And actors.
and actors, yeah. But
Rick Moranis.
yeah, this seemed to be like it for her was this year, and she's starting to come back into the fold more now. It seems like.
I mean, she almost looks the same. I mean,
Aged like a fine wine.
she just doesn't age. She's one of those people.
She did make a brief cameo in the I Know What You Did Last Summer movie
Right.
that just came out. I hated that movie, but she was in
It's
it.
awful.
Yeah.
So,
It was like, you didn't need to do this, but anyway.
Justin, you and I are closest in age, and I think when we were in high school, it was a debate on, I mean, we were teenage boys, who's hotter, and it was always Sarah Michelle Gellar and who else?
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer Love Hewitt. Thank you. I didn't even have to prep you for that. We just knew it because
thinking yes.
we're that age.
It's that age.
JLH.
And I mean,
Charlie Wayne.
I think everybody was one or the other side. And I was
At the
Jennifer
time.
Love Hewitt.
At the time,
but
I was-
girls hated Jennifer Love
Right,
Hewitt.
I don't
Hated
understand
it.
Tori.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know if it's because she's Buffy or I think Jennifer Love Hewitt is kind of like what Sydney Sweeney is now. She like puts the goods out there. I mean, well,
What do you mean?
Sydney Sweeney's a better actor than Jennifer Love Hewitt. I think a lot of people felt like Jennifer Love Hewitt got by on her chest. I'll just say it. I'm just putting it out. there.
Big company, Mike.
But well, and a lot of girls hated her. Like, girls love
Yeah,
Sarah Michelle Gellar. They hated Jennifer Love.
I
At the
missed
time-
out on all
At
that.
the time, Jennifer Love Hewitt was the girl next door, and I was all about that. But then after watching Buffy, I'm like, yeah.
But if
Jennifer who?
you liked her, girls were like, "Ooh, no, she sucks. I hate her." Like girls hated her.
Really?
Yeah,
All
but
right, let's.
anyway. So it was an either or thing. It was her.
Hey,
they
we're
were
making Charlie.
it was a contest
Hey,
on.
I did a lot of homework for
Charlie,
this
Charlie's
fucking
more of a Farrah
podcast.
Fawcett.
No, Cheryl Ladd all the way. Okay, Jason Behr,
Sure.
the paint guy.
Yeah.
Doug plays Doug, the boyfriend of Karen. I looked at his IMDb, and I mean, he went from this to Skinwalkers.
Yeah,
Bad choice.
Roswell was what he was known for at the time, I think, right?
He later married Katie Stevens, who plays, is it Sarah?
Is that your neighbor?
Susan in this movie.
Oh, the sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
I didn't
She
do
has
that
a
much
thick
homework.
Southern accent in real life. Did you guys know that?
Did
one?
not know
Maybe
that.
not.
Who? What?
The sister. She has a thick Southern accent. I was watching a behind the scenes.
Oh, I didn't go that far. I don't do homework. I do get by.
I never watched Roswell. Did anyone else?
No,
No,
I
I
never
never
watch
did.
it. No.
Okay, quick before we go too far. Was he kind of seemed like a tool. What do we think, guys? Was he a tool?
The boyfriend character?
Yeah.
I don't.
Kind of indifferent.
No, I mean, he was he wasn't like that. I don't believe anything you're saying.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Kinda.
make anything else classic.
Kind of. She wakes up from her half scared coma and he's like, it's just an old lady that died in her sleep. I'm like, whoa.
But he hadn't
More than
heard, she hadn't said what she saw at that point.
Still coming in strong, I think.
Well, maybe a little bit.
And he's like sniffing clothes and trying to get out. Like, who is this guy?
Well,
Thoughts on
okay.
the boyfriend, Tori?
I don't know.
No?
I didn't. He didn't really make an impact on
Yeah, he
the
was just-
movie.
he
He was
was-
just kind of there.
Well, whenever somebody's
Set
portrayed
dressing.
as being a love interest of Sarah Michelle Gellar, I pay attention. I'm like, I don't like that guy.
Automatically. This guy's fucking wrong for you,
She
girl.
deserves better.
Right.
Okay, so Clea DuVall,
DuVall, yeah.
Duvall.
Jennifer,
The faculty.
Jennifer and William. Oh, The Grudge, Identity. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Have you seen it, Mike?
No.
It's good. Tori? Okay, so The Identity. Anyway, I'm not gonna. That's a different podcast.
It's a movie
no,
about
I'm
DID.
Goes to Mars.
Oh.
A horrible ending, but a fun ride.
It's supposed to be a sequel to Escape from L.A., I think.
Nuh-uh.
I think so. I think it was supposed to be in that franchise.
No, hasn't.
It's a Carpenter one, yeah. So
It's
supposed
Carpenter,
to be,
but
yeah.
anyway, The Faculty, and she was in an episode of Buffy the Vampire
Invisible
Slayer.
Girl.
Which
She was the
episode was it?
Invisible Girl.
Oh,
Season
right,
one.
right.
She was
How do
overlooked
we know?
so much that she became invisible.
And that caused her to act out.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you're invisible, it's no good.
yeah. And I bet Sarah Michelle Gellar didn't even remember her.
How dare you? She seems like a saint.
I don't know about that. I mean, she seemed like a normal person who who do you remember the names of all the people you worked with
Most.
at all your previous jobs?
So you got to remember.
Half of those people could walk up to you right now. And be
Wait,
like,
were they even on set together if she was invisible?
yeah, they had a scene together where she was not
No,
invisible.
she was there.
Yes.
So actually, funny story. I was at the Verizon store the other day, and somebody said Ward, or like Justin Ward, like kind of like with a question mark at the end of it. And I didn't realize I had checked in on the kiosk or whatever. So I turned and I had to pretend like I knew this person. It's like, hey, it was rough.
We're going to get your flu shot
Then
now.
the wheels caught up with me. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. So now we move on to the husband, Matthew, played by William Mapother.
Mama gonna work here anymore?
Mapother.
Mapother.
Little trivia about this guy. You know who his first cousin is?
Nope. Hope he didn't marry her.
Somebody creepy.
Tom Cruise Mapother. I know I'm saying that name wrong.
Mapother.
Tom Cruise, Thomas Cruise.
Mapother.
First and middle name. Their first cousins. Their dads. Their brothers.
Wow.
That's some
Crazy.
good pull, Charlie.
Wow.
Boom.
So he was in Lost.
He's creepy and
Which
everything.
Everybody's in fucking Lost.
Yes.
God.
It's like Columbo from the 2000s, like a just rotating cast of people trying to get into the industry.
Everybody's in Law and Order SVU is like dead body number 4.
So this is one of the most normal roles I've seen him in. Normally he's got something sinister going on. I don't trust him.
He's got a look. He's got a
He
look.
walks in like, that guy's a bad guy.
Yeah. He was in The Burrowers. You guys ever see that one? It's kind of like a Great Plains horror movie.
Haven't seen that one.
Things that burrow and kill people. And did a lot of TV. I mean, I felt like I don't know the guy. He seems like an okay actor. But I kind of feel like this is hey, my cousin is.
A little Nepo cousin.
Or, hey, this is my cousin. He needs
Yeah.
Can you get him in?
I think maybe we struck.
Not
gold
as much
top.
for him to do in this.
Right. He's just a vehicle. Like the boyfriend. I mean, this is a woman-centric movie, really. So, Bill Pullman. I didn't even write anything down for Bill Pullman because he's been in a lot of stuff since like the late 80s, since that Mel Brooks Baseballs.
Independence Day.
While you were sleeping?
While you were sleeping.
The Sinner, the show The Sinner in more modern years.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that one?
I mean, he's been in a lot of stuff. I mean, his son's in a lot of stuff now, too.
Yeah. Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Carrying on the family name. Did you guys catch Ted Raimi?
Of course.
Brother of
Sam Raimi's
Sam
brother?
Raimi? Raimi. There's another Raimi brother.
Sam
out
Raimi,
there.
who produced this. Did you see that?
Yeah, he's a producer on this. Yep.
No, I didn't see that. I'm very bad at home.
It was like the third title card, I think.
But he's been in a lot of stuff. What is it?
Anything with Sam Raimi, basically.
Remember Hercules and Lucy Lawless?
Kevin Sorbo, Xena, Warrior Princess.
Xena, where he was like a minor character in that one, kind of like a goofy guy who showed up every once in a while.
He's got that face, that goofy face.
And then, of course, the police officer, I have no idea how to pronounce his name. He was Nakagawa. I think they called him Lieutenant Nakagawa once.
Yep.
But he was in Grudge 2.
He was in the originals, right?
I don't know if he was.
No? Okay.
He may have been. I didn't see that.
up.
It didn't pop up, so I didn't write it down. And he was in The Audition, which is a really good, one of those slept-on movies that if you Google slept-on horror movies and then add a Japanese in there, Audition's going to come up. And I watched it, and it was okay. It was kind of different, but it was okay. All right, so let's get into budget. $10 million on this movie, right?
Yeah.
Made like
$8 million to Sarah Michelle Gellar.
probably,
Probably like two.
and it made like $39 million opening weekend, so quadrupled right out of the gate, and then like 187 worldwide. Wow. And I wonder if they stop the ticker. I assume they do stop the ticker at a certain point,
released, I think.
because I mean, like
video.
all the streaming money this movie is, it's out there all the time. When it came out on DVD, Blu-ray, all that good stuff, when it was on Showtime, HBO, and those are a thing on cable, I'm sure they got tons of money from that too. So it came out 22 October 2004. What else was in the theaters at the same time? So at the same time, like October, November, like Mike said, Saw was out. The Ray Charles movie, where what's-his-head got the Oscar, I think, for that.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx.
AKA Jamie Foxx.
Surviving Christmas, I don't know.
That's not
Great.
good.
I don't know. Sideways.
Great movie.
I have not seen it, but I know a little bit about the movie.
Sideways is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so other in the whole year, we have the Dawn of the Dead remake, Resident Evil Apocalypse, Anaconda's The Hunt for the Blood Orchid. I would just stop at the first Anaconda movie and pretend like the rest didn't exist. The Forgotten, which was kind of a pretty good movie where the kids go disappearing and they make the parents forget that they had kids.
Oh my God.
Disagree with you on that one.
And then Blade Trinity. It had some good special effects. Blade Trinity.
Yeah.
I mean,
also one of the poorer reviewed Blade movies.
Is that the Ryan Reynolds one?
It is.
Yeah.
It was funny, but people hate it. And apparently Wesley Snipes
with
was.
Parker Posey, was she in that? Is
Yes.
that the? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only like where Ryan Reynolds is a name tag. It says, "Hello, my name is fuck you."
I liked it. It was enjoyable. But apparently Wesley Snipes was that shithead to work with in that.
Suspect Zero. I vaguely
That's Ben
remember
Kingsley?
that.
Was that the Ben Kingsley?
Yeah,
one?
it was.
It was all right.
Yeah. Like a Hunt for a Serial Killer, which is kind of a weird
it was forgettable.
way they went at it. I didn't do awards nominations. Anybody cover any of that?
It did not. Did it?
I'm sure it was a nominee for something in the chainsaw or the
Teen Choice Award.
Well, there you go. Sarah.
Notable recognition.
Sarah pulled that.
Nominated for Best Horror Film at several genre awards, but just these are like genre.
Like
These are-
Fangora, yeah. Okay. Metacritic 49, Rotten Tomato 41, Popcorn 46. I kind of feel like the popcorn does adjust as the years go by.
I feel like what works for it also hurt it, though, right? I feel like it's like, what are we watching? What is this naked boy and popping up on an elevator? What's this cat scream? What's that noise they're making? I think a lot of people were just like conflicted on. They didn't know what they were watching at the time.
I got it. I mean,
Yeah, I think it's a
it was
pretty-
kind of
It translated well
Tarantino'd a
for
little
me.
bit.
Yeah.
It's a little Tarantino where it's like, we're going to shoot here, and then let's back it up. We're going to shoot here, and then here from this angle, right? So that was the major critiques.
And
is like the
Interesting.
Even with
non-linear.
like them shooting, with them showing the movie like out of order, it wasn't even. They weren't like when they go back to where they're buying the house for the first time. They weren't like 6 years earlier. Like you didn't need that.
Did
Right,
jump
there were
around a little
Like
bit.
there were no
Yeah.
cards to let you know like what time period we are in now, because they go back I think 3 times
Yeah.
Right.
in
Yeah.
the movie to something, but you didn't need it.
You
Like,
didn't.
No, I thought it was
you can just
basic
tell,
to
like-
understand.
like as soon as they go to buy the house, like they're all walking up, it's like, oh, that's Emma. She's up and walking around. She's obviously fine. So this is
Yeah.
obviously sometime before.
Right.
You don't
That was
need
easy.
like someone to tell you.
Right.
4
We
years
didn't
ago
need
or
it.
whatever.
But some people
But
did.
Some
Yeah.
people
this is a test movie. If you have that friend who you're on the fence about watching movies with, and they seem like they're that person, like what's going on, and talk
yeah.
to and ask you questions during the movie, and you just want to yell,
Yeah.
"Shut the fuck up and just watch it. I'll explain after the movie's over." This is the movie for you because it doesn't say jump back here to there and
That's true.
We all have people in our lives that do that during
Yes.
watching movies.
or know people,
Yeah.
yeah, like that, yeah.
They're like, who's that? I'm like, I'm watching the same movie.
They'll tell
Are you
us
even
I'm
watching
in
it?
Right.
I didn't write this movie.
Are they going to
I'm
die?
gonna use that next time. I didn't write it. I don't know.
That's my favorite. Are they going to die? Tell me if they're going to die. I was like, I don't know.
Yes, they're gonna die.
Probably.
Why are they gonna die? How? No, I could go off on that like Mike went off on.
People can't
on
find
your
their,
seats.
can't
On
find their
Monster Jams,
seats.
I
Mike's just,
can too, honestly. I
Mike's
hate
just
when
trying to watch
people-
cars get crushed by giant monster trucks. Not drama in front of him about it.
I could bring you so much pain.
But yeah, to be fair, like watching it this time, I think I watched it with a more captive mind, and it did like make a lot more sense. I think at the time, I wouldn't say I was ever confused by it, but I was probably not fully present watching it because I was 20 something years old or whatever. So I was probably talking with friends or whatever and all that shit. But I think it deserves a better popcorn for sure.
100%.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay, so before we jump in to the actual scenes, any last thoughts? Any feelings you'd like to get off your chest, Mike?
No, I mean, I'll save it for the end.
How about what we loved about it? I mean, or what we didn't love about it? Was there like I really like the use of practical effects in this one. Lots of makeup and shadowing and things that really tell the story. The fish out of water worked for me really well with the the Americans not knowing the culture. They shot that stuff. You know, the scenes where she's walking along the busy streets, they didn't block off streets. Those aren't extras. She just walked her way into people going to work, right? So
Right, they
that's
didn't know who
different
she
than they
was,
do
though,
here.
probably.
Right, exactly. They didn't like, we're not going to pause for you or anything like
Right.
that. Are you going to go into like the spirit and metaphors or anything, or should we save that later?
I didn't plan on it. Like, I got a lot of that when I was doing the homework stuff about like the Japanese idea of curses and how they follow you. And I don't think it's really necessary. But if you want to after we do that, or you want to preface with that right now?
Sure.
Go
I mean,
ahead.
a lot of movies are tied to this is a haunted place, right? Don't go here because something bad will happen to you here. And you're safe if you're not there. This movie is not like that, right?
No.
This movie is a don't be seen by this.
Once you get the stank on you,
Right, you
it's
get that
coming
stank
for
on.
you.
It's coming for you. I want to know how many realtors died. Like, how many realtors died
Well,
in
we
3
have.
years?
yeah.
I didn't think about that, but we should assume for the body count number that one guy did die.
Yeah, dude.
Pretty much anybody who was there.
Yeah.
This
The
movie's-
firefighters that come and put the fire out,
Right.
they're
Oh,
dead.
yeah.
Right, they did.
They're dead. Done for.
You're making too much noise. I'm killing you now. This movie does a great job of not letting, like, nobody did anything wrong. None of the victims did anything wrong other
No.
than going into this damn house, right?
The spirit is, like it said, talks in the movie, died in rage. It's after everybody. It doesn't have a criteria, just anybody.
I saw that the director wanted to really bring out, so there's culture differences between Japan and the US, obviously, and some of that revolves with how wives are and how women are in general. They're meant to be a little more reserved, right? Historically, I'm not speaking for their culture or anything, but so this plays on how those feelings of obsession and stuff, when you can't speak about them to anybody because you're not allowed to have these feelings, manifest into this great spirit or whatever. I like that.
You never write those feelings down because someone's going to read that and kill you.
Shit, man. She had a whole Peter. We'll get into that, but
I feel like Peter was marked for death from the beginning. Even if the husband didn't kill her, she was going to wind up, like a hostage situation in Peter's house.
Yeah.
Peter was going to come home one day, and his wife was going to be dead, and the crazy lady was going to be in his house, and she was going to take them both to the spirit world.
I think she was going to be wearing a Peter suit. Peter skin suit.
Not that bad.
I love Peter.
You're about a size 14.
Peter was about a size 14.
That's horrible.
Last thing was, I came across a fun little story that he kind of, a legend, I guess, a folk legend about a king that was like a shitty person or whatever that played chess with a servant. The servant beats the king at chess. He obviously can't stand that, kills him, the wife, and the cat and the kid, right? So that's part of this. Obviously, it's not word for word on that one, but that was kind of some inspiration too.
Okay.
That's my fun homework.
Good job.
For you. Thanks.
Good job there, Justin.
All right, let's get into it.
What about you, Tori? What do you got? Okay, so we start off.
Did you say we shard off?
We start off with Bill
Bad way to
Pullman,
start a movie.
Peter Kirk, standing on the balcony. Wife wakes up. Hey, what's going on? Love you. Blah blah blah.
You're up early.
He looks at her, looks back, and does a jackknife off their fifth story balcony, and just smash. He's dead.
He'd had enough.
He had enough. And I think one thing that they talked about, one of the cut scenes that they had, but they didn't really touch on it a lot in the movie, was people getting possessed by those spirits.
All right.
So I'm pretty sure he was possessed by one of those spirits.
By the lady.
And wasn't driven mad to suicide or anything. He was just boop.
Okay. Important to notice this falls under, I think, Mike and Charlie's least favorite category, the PG-13 horror films. But it's done well. If it's done well, and that's the first time you can show that you can see it's PG-13 by the body. They could push it to a limit, but they couldn't have a caved-in pumpkin head on the ground or anything like that.
It had some mangled limbs.
It's just angled, yeah.
Right, weird angles. But you could probably get a person to do that.
This also falls close to one of Charlie's least favorite genres of the ghosts that want you to do something to solve a mystery. But this one doesn't.
I would have vetoed this, Tori, if it had been one like The Messenger, this ghost spends so much energy the whole goddamn movie. Bruh, just steam up a window and write the message. Or steam up a mirror, write your message. Go to 1103 Tree Street and get this shit out of the wall and bring it to the police.
Why are you using your own address, Charlie?
Weird. Zip code 555. That's the area.
Okay, so then we cut to the Williams family. And it's move-in day. And the weird thing is, it seemed like the mom was fine. But I kind of feel like she was walking around and talking, not like she is later in the movie.
We start with Yoko. We start with Yoko coming into the house and cleaning up after, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yoko Ono coming into the house and seeing the shit all over the floor and the mom on the bed looking around.
Okay, I'm going to have to stop looking at my notes then because the synopsis got me all fucked up.
Then she explores the upstairs and Yoko gets snatched up into the attic.
Yoko hears a ruckus in the attic. Yeah.
Right. Oh, and goes up with her lighter.
Goes up.
Did you catch later in the movie that her lighter was there, but they never saw it?
No, I didn't see that.
So when the detectives go up and they find the bodies of the Williams in the attic, there's you're the camera looking at me. He's coming up. There's that
on the
little
other side
ledge
of the joist or whatever,
there, and right on the other side is this. It's bejeweled or whatever, and it's sparkly, and her lighter's right there, and his hand actually touches it a little bit.
It's a wonderful Easter egg.
But they never see it or pick it up or a clue.
What's the boyfriend's name? Doug.
Doug.
See Doug.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have it later in the movie? Doesn't he get Yoko's
I
lighter?
thought his was a Zippo.
His own Zippo?
Was it a Zippo? No, hers was like a Bic.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that implied that he made it up to the attic.
Okay, so what happens next, guys? So,
So this is the movie with Sarah Michelle Gellar. You watched
Yoko gets snatched up. I mean,
Yoko gets snatched up.
I mean, that was pretty
And gone.
frightening. That was like the first big jump scare.
Oh, yeah.
That was a frightening jump scare.
Yeah, so it sets up why Karen has to go to the house, right? This is basically Yoko didn't show up, so after we get Sarah Michelle Gellar and Doug in bed or whatever, she goes to work and he's like, hey, I got this assignment for you.
I needed an R-rated version of that scene for sure.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. So then Yoko's gone. Yoko didn't show up. Yoko's the worst. So Karen, you need to show up. You can do it. That's an English-speaking house. The son and wife should be there anytime, blah, blah, blah. So Karen goes now.
Yeah.
We don't... Okay, so you're basically...
So it looks like the notes that I copied from somewhere because I'm a copier, not a write my own.
You're almost there. I'll bring you up to where you're at. How about that?
Yeah.
So then Karen comes in, like, this house is trash. She meets...
Right, it's really bad.
Toshio.
No, she doesn't meet him till after she sees the mom.
Well, yeah. After she talks to the mom.
So she goes to the mom.
She hears shit, goes upstairs.
Right.
Says her name.
And
well, actually... She untapes an attic. Who taped that thing?
But wait, didn't she get her all cleaned up and stuff, and then she went up into the second floor?
It's all in the same area here.
Yeah.
But we see a tape all over this attic thing. Do you untape it or do you guys leave it alone?
Leave it alone.
No, I ain't untaping nothing.
If I knew I was in a horror movie,
there's a reason it's on tape. It's taped.
Right, that could be radon.
Well, she heard the cat meowing.
She
right?
did hear a cat.
She's like, "Oh, a cat must be stuck."
I wouldn't say meowing. I said yowling. That's what the subtitle said. Yowling.
Can we talk about her outfit choice? That turtleneck looked uncomfortable as all hell.
His thoughts.
Yeah, 2000s.
Just saying.
2000s.
All right, so she encounters obviously Toshio, who's the creepiest boy in the world.
Yep,
Yeah, he
sitting on
is.
the
And he's
stairs.
not white as a ghost. He just looks normal.
He looks normal this time.
He looks normal, but his eyes don't look normal. I'm going to tell you that much now. He looks crazed.
He does.
But anyway, she calls Doug or whatever. But after that, she goes to check on, what's her mom's name?
Emma.
Yeah.
And then Emma's sitting there staring. She's like, go to
I
bed.
just want her to leave me alone or something like that.
What are you talking about? Lay down, Emma. And then obviously we get the hair. That hair. This might have been some of the CG where the hair's kind of spreading out through that corner.
Yeah, in the
of the
corner.
house.
Yeah.
And then Sarah Michelle looks back. And we get the spirit. That is
Right in her
She's
mug.
way too calm for what she just saw.
But then she goes
Smash
catatonic.
cut. Yeah, smash
Right.
cut. It's like, okay, so it brings us to a point. Then it's like, whoa, slow down. Let's meet the family that's here.
Yeah, right.
That's
So then we go back.
Take it
and
away,
then-
Charlie.
Hey, these are the worst notes ever. Who wrote this shit? So we cut back to probably, I don't know. It seems like it all happens pretty quickly.
3
So
days
like
ago.
a
3
week.
days ago. Not long. Yeah.
A week.
Yeah.
So the mom's walking around talking, but they need a caretaker because they say she has dementia. I mean, she goes downhill really quickly, which they never really
So fast.
address.
She looked happy as shit going
Probably
into
because they
the
didn't have
house
time.
and then walking upstairs and
But so the realtor guy, which we know is going to die later,
he better. We'll start, yeah.
he's showing them around. He goes into the bathroom and there's the water, the tub's full of water.
Ew.
He reaches in. I mean, like it's weird because the water is like really dark, but then like he
Was it
reaches.
dark or was it a black tub?
That's what I was going to get at. Like it looks really dark.
'Cause when
Like
the water,
like
when he
I would
pulls
not
his
reach
hand
my
up, the water's
hand.
clear.
Yeah.
Right. I would not reach my hand
No.
into like a black.
That was my first thought. I was like, I'm not touching that. And then he pulls the chain. I'm like, okay, good. He's
That
pulling
could be
the
some
chain.
dookie. You
But the
don't
chain
know.
wasn't connected. I was like, no, he's going to have to put his whole arm in there.
So he puts his arm in there, and the kid grabs him.
Toshio.
Her little hand grabs him, and he pulls back, and then what's his head? Tom Cruise's cousin comes in,
Mapother?
and he's like, "We'll take it." He's like,
He's like, thank goodness.
good."
gonna
And they
explain
both
this.
kind of briefly look at the tub and
Bathtub full of shit.
walk away, right? And I think the sister was there as well. That's when we meet the sister who
Susan.
comes in. Yeah,
Susan
comes
is
in a
the
little bit
sister.
after the main family is there for a
Right.
little bit. They
Yeah.
love the place, and boom, then we jump to What I have is Jennifer falls asleep on the couch in the living room. That's the wife, Jennifer Williams.
Yeah.
Clea.
That's
Yeah.
Clea DuVall. Yep.
So, interesting fact about this house, to make it believable that Americans would want this house, they made a much larger house than is traditional in Japan. So,
Okay.
Makes sense.
fun fact.
Yeah.
So it probably caused.
Fun fact for me, at all.
Were they in
at least.
Tokyo, or did it really say what city they were in?
I don't know what
said
city.
it.
They in the behind the scenes they mentioned looking at all the parts in Tokyo, so I would imagine it's at least close if it's not in Tokyo.
So it's probably like a $3 million house
I don't know.
in a major Japanese city.
And again, that's
not
like
if it's
$40,
haunted.
right?
If it's haunted, it's free.
Right. Yeah. If all the realtors keep dying. Because it's been we found out later that it's been
3
3
years.
years since the murder. How many realtors?
All of them.
Died.
We find out later that
Oh yeah.
3 police
single one of
officers have
I mean, Suzuki's
Died.
didn't say a word though. He wanted to make that sale.
right. He's fucking out.
Something
out
grabbed
of
him in the
here.
tub, and he's like, "All good here."
Like everybody at his real estate agency
go.
is dead now.
It's a bargain. You get a child with it.
Right. So Jennifer falls asleep on the couch. She's woken up by a sound, and
Her
there's just-
ramen was
her-
spilled over.
was thrown
man.
on, and there's like
Yeah.
shit everywhere.
She gets all passive aggressive. She's like, if you want something, you just
Yeah.
ask
So she
for
goes in and
Can relate.
scolds the
caretaker.
poor old lady about making a mess. Right.
It's her mother-in-law.
Right.
Yeah. Her mother-in-law. Like she doesn't give a shit. And then she sees like little footprints in the
Great.
ramen juice.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Good little
which is-
detail
which is
there.
Always effective.
Oh, yeah.
Always effective.
You're like, oh, the spill turns into footprints.
She sees the cat. Then a white arm kind of like comes out,
Grabs it.
picks it up, and she's starting to freak out. She continues upstairs to her bedroom, which I guess was the little kid's bedroom. At least that's what the notes say. I don't know.
That's what
The
your notes
door
say?
closes behind her.
Yeah. So we
Right.
don't know what happens.
We
to
don't
her.
know what's going
We
on.
don't know what happens.
And we really don't know. You never know what really happened to her.
And we stay on this timeline, right?
Yes.
And that's when,
So that's when
Tom Cruise's
cousin comes home from work.
What's his character name?
Matthew.
Matthew.
Tom Cruise's cousin.
Matthew.
When he gets there, like it's even worse. Like that place is just trash.
Ransacked. He was
Yeah.
nicer than I would have been. You would have heard
Yeah.
me stomping up them stairs.
What the-
What the fuck have you been doing?
You sit at home all day long.
It picks the trash up off the floor.
Or else it gets the hose.
That house needed the hose again.
Gosh.
Okay, so blah blah blah. He returns, calls out for his wife, doesn't find her. Finally finds her in bed, and she's like doing this weird breathing thing. She's like catatonic.
Right.
But when that door closes behind her, and then it cuts to the scene, you're like, what the fuck what happened? Like you I didn't realize it was PG-13. If it was R, we would have seen more, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
for
a little
sure.
quick flashback of what happened. So he's like, what's going on? What's going on? She's not talking. He goes to move in
To comfort her.
to
Yeah.
comfort
to see
her,
what's going on.
and fucking Catboy jumps
out
up
of the bed.
Who
and
are
does
you?
the cat noise.
Right.
Yeah.
And he freaks out, jumps back, and then they do that classic. There's something in the room moving around. You can't find it. He's got the lamp. He's trying to see where this little kid
well
is.
directed, knocks the lamp over, grabs it,
And
uses
then
as a
it does a
flashlight.
good job of him backing up to where poor Yoko got it. And he looks up, and there's the kid.
Oh yeah.
And he's got.
First of all,
got
the kid, like, as watching it first time, it made no sense why it was creepy, but it was creepy. You know, that's this boy. I mean, there's nothing scary inherently about a cat yowl, but like coming from a boy like that
Yeah.
and how he held his eyes
Yeah.
and mouth.
It's just a
and
weird
everything.
noise. But
Yeah.
in context, it's
Really good.
Yeah, it creeped me out.
Yeah.
For sure.
Tori's reliving it.
right. Okay.
Anyone want to do the cat? The cat?
Oh,
meow?
let's see it again, Tori. Oh,
I
the
don't-
owl.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
the-
owl.
Something like
good
that.
That.
Close. Yeah.
I think it just said meow.
I don't have it.
Meow, 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 meow. Yeah. All right. Okay.
I like it. I like liver. Meow mix it deliver.
Wait,
Okay.
Is that a thing? No. I'm
So
joking.
then
They're evil.
Susan, Tom Cruise's cousin's sister, so also Tom Cruise's cousin, Susan.
I don't think that makes her. I don't think that makes her cousin-in-law.
So she's in her office. She's getting ready to leave. She tries to call
Matthew.
No one's answering, and she's leaving messages, blah, blah, blah. So she goes to leave her office, and she has been to the house, so guess what? You caught the curse.
This is the first example of, well, we don't know what's going on with Bill Pullman. We don't know if it's connected at all at this point to Bill Pullman. So
we don't know how. We know it is, but we don't know how.
Keep that to the side, but this is the first example of this shit travels. This can get you at your work. Yeah. This can get you at your apartment.
Right.
This can impersonate
wherever
people.
You go. And in the later movies,
like it can call you.
It's
on
like
the phone.
transcontinental.
Right.
Like in the second one, I think.
Yeah.
So very little exposition in this movie, but maybe a little bit needed, because this was the first time where I'm like, all right, I have some serious questions. Like, what are the bounds to this character?
But then the
what are the rules for this villain?
The cop gives it a little bit later.
Yeah.
Kind of like giving it an origin.
Right.
Yeah.
But then I think you don't really need the exposition because the rules are being laid out in front of us. You go to the house, you're fucked. Yeah. You're dead.
One of my favorite parts.
But the traveling part and the calling someone on the phone, I'm like,
it can freaking
it can like it mimics voices
like
now. It
messing with you, too.
shapeshifts. Now it's weird.
It
now
can
it's
do
different.
anything, honestly.
She looked in through the peephole and saw him outside the peephole, so he can impersonate people.
Yeah.
Right. It didn't even that was just toying with her. I don't even think it needed permission to go in the door or anything. So I don't even.
Right. Yeah. Like so. Yeah. I mean, so how she gets got is pretty messed up. Had me fucked up for a while. So she leaves. She's hearing noises. She books out of her office, heading home.
Finds the security guard. Great scene.
Right. But something's. Go ahead.
Well, before we get here, don't we have the detective coming to the house?
Yes.
Or
seeing the phone.
Ted Raimi comes to the house, sees that Karen is in the corner. And then the detective comes, and then it
sees the voicemail on the...
Right. And then Ted Raimi admits that, hey, this Yoko has been missing. Her bike's here.
Yeah.
But this is why we sent her here. Then that's when they go up into the attic and they see that Matthew and Jen and Yoko are up there. They see the piece of the jaw on the floor.
Who'd this belong to?
Yeah. Karen's in the hospital after all this. And all she knows is like that house, there's something.
She felt the second she walked in.
Yeah. And then she gets the picture from the detective where Toshio's in the picture, but the mom's face has a hole through it.
Toshio.
Cut out.
So we're like, what's that all about? And then detectives that find the bodies make it seem like Matthew killed Jen and then himself, which we later find out is not Matthew and Jen. But anyway, then
no, it is kind of out of it's going to be like Cabin in the Woods where we're having to address different this is going on now, this is going on now, this happened before, this happened later.
Then we get to it. Chasing Susan or toying with Susan.
Right.
Yeah. Because the moral of this is basically that I'm going to have to start writing my own fucking synopsis again because I can't trust the internets.
So,
God damn it.
So both Karen had heard the voicemail, looked around briefly for the phone because the phone was missing from the...
Right. She couldn't find it.
And then also, as the detectives got there, when Ted Raimi was there, Alex is his name. They also see the phone and listen to the voicemail and page the phone to find it. So that's when they, do all that stuff.
That's when they go up into the attic and
and then it cuts to Susan in
don't
their
find the
office
cigarette lighter
because it was Susan's voicemail. So then we see her giving that voicemail.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
But we're caught up.
Okay, so she books out of her office building. She heads back to her place, and she's going up the elevator, and that little kid is in the background.
Naked
elevators
little kid.
with windows, very effective little kid.
Naked
Every
boy.
floor she goes up, he's there.
Super creepy scene on the security cam in the office, though. I like that coming up.
That the cop sees later.
Sees it.
And I kind of feel like
is that
he was marked almost at that point when it looks into. We'll get to that.
Quick question: is that blackface when you paint yourself?
Oh man, I knew you were going to take it to a racist tip here any second.
I'm questioning it. Should we cancel the Grudge? Tori, should we cancel the Grudge?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Okay. It holds up. All right.
It holds up.
So where are we? Oh, she's going back up to her apartment. She gets a phone call, and it's Matthew, her brother, downstairs in the lobby. She's like, okay, cool, I'll buzz you up. She hits the little buzzer thing. I'm like, don't fucking. She hits the buzzer, and then like immediately, knock.
2 seconds later,
Right.
Bing dong.
And she looks out. Matthew
Yes.
opens up the door. What the fuck is? And no one's there.
Yep.
No one's. And then
This shit ain't funny, Matthew.
She's still got the phone in her hand, and then you hear, "Do it, Tori." Right, and she starts freaking out. And what do you do when you're freaking out and you're a 5-year-old?
You lock the door and you get in your bed.
Get in your bed under the covers. Is that going to save you from the Grudge lady? Fuck no. It's
Not
going
when
to
it's
make
also
it
under
even
the covers.
more horrifying. She looks down. She can see the top of her covers. Something's under the covers coming up towards her. She picks them up. Then, gotcha.
So scary.
I think for a second she was
scared me. I was scared
for
to go
like
to bed.
a hundredth of a second. She was like, "Ooh," and then immediately like, "Nope."
She's like, did I fart? No. Was that a bubble? A fart bubble? Nope.
She got pulled a little bit. Tori, I'm going to ask you. This is your film. Scarier entity, Toshio or what's the other?
Yoko?
Nope, not Yoko. The main one.
Kayaka.
What he said.
The wife, the murdered mom.
Oh,
It's a
Crazy mom or boy?
I think
Okay.
because of a few
Kiyako.
scenes.
All right. Especially a little later. We'll
Yeah,
get to that one. but
yeah.
like,
Those scared me for sure.
I like how she just disappeared. Susan just gone.
I know. I was like, where did she go?
Everybody else gets snatched up into an attic or
Yeah.
something. And maybe Susan was up there later. We don't know. But
Yeah.
Just
Is she in
gone.
part 2?
no.
I never watched part 2.
They did Sarah Michelle dirty in 2. But they had to, right? Because the power of the
Was
house.
she
right?
in too?
Yeah.
At the beginning, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the whole movie, guys.
So yeah, I'm looking through my notes, and it does have the stuff, but it's out of order. I don't know.
It's fine.
That's
You got this, man.
We got
That
it.
was high.
So this
Okay,
so
so-
this is where I was starting to be like, all right, now we don't know the rules for this thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're trying to
Right.
figure that out. Karen is then like on, I don't know if we travel in time again or if we're in the present still, but Karen's on the bus with Doug, her boyfriend, and in the window she sees it briefly as like they come like out from a tunnel and like pops
Like
up
as
real quick.
soon as she talks about the house, like the
It
Grudge
shows
don't
up
want you talking
on-
about.
like in the
Keep my
window.
name out your mouth.
Right.
Type of scene.
Yeah.
I
And
feel
then
like
she
to
goes
answer
and
the
takes-
timeline, I feel like what we see first is the day after Susan and the other guy, like Susan, Matthew, and Clea, what's her name?
Jen.
Jen all die. I think
Yeah.
Yoko comes the next day. The place is a mess, right? And
Right.
then Yoko disappears. So next day after that would be
And I bet that's
when
what
all
these
of Sarah
notes
Michelle
are. They
starts,
put it
right?
in chronological order,
Probably,
not in the
yeah.
movie scene order.
Then Karen, she's in the shower, and then we get the hand in her scalp,
Which
and
was
her-
That scared
really
me.
cool.
I kinda
Yeah,
creeped
that was
out.
awesome.
And then one of the guys is looking for Yoko, sees the blood. We see Yoko again, the detective, way too calm about seeing whatever Yoko is in this form.
it was Alex that sees.
That was
Yoko,
Alex,
Yeah.
yeah.
In the
Oh yeah,
care
when
center.
she comes into the and she's like
Yeah, she's
slow
just kinda
zombie
stumbling
walking
around.
Yeah,
And it's wet behind her.
Yeah.
It touches the ground. Great
Oh,
scene.
blood.
She rips her tongue or her own jaw off.
Her jaw was ripped off by
I think
the
it was
entity in the attic.
the
Because that was
got
just
the jaw.
chilling
We
there.
see that on
the
the
jaw
floor,
was
yeah.
in the attic.
Yeah. So, but amazingly creepy. Like this is where I'm like, this was PG-13, but like this was the best. Where it's like
Yeah,
no
that
jaw,
was-
tongues just hanging.
Yeah,
down.
when she turns around and looks up at
Ted Raimi,
the Raimi kid.
Alex. Yeah,
Yeah.
great scream by Ted too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Karen decides to look up more about this house because she's like, this house creepy. Looking up something about this house, she
Right.
finds out that there was a murder-suicide that took place in the house in, many years ago? In the 60s?
3 years ago.
Yeah.
3? There's only
There's
3?
three.
Yeah.
There's only three.
Oh, they make it look like it's like way back in time.
No, the incident was
No, it was.
I think
Remember,
they just made
because
it look like that.
Bill Pullman was in that 3-year period. So was his wife. But when she goes to talk to the wife looks pretty much the
Okay.
same. So it wasn't that much time passed.
Oh,
3 years.
okay.
Yeah, it was 3 years prior.
Because when they show the flashback of what happens, they're in
It's
like
all-
black and
yeah.
white, and it's like staticky looking.
Right.
It's like
That's for effect. Yeah.
Yeah, they make
but
it look
different than
older.
when like they go back in time, like
Yeah.
for them moving into the house.
I
So I'm
think
like,
it was their
oh, this is
version
way
of,
way back.
This is a memory, right?
Oh yeah.
So it was the next scene
Right.
where she's talking to. She goes to talk to the lieutenant up on that roof
She
or
finds
something
out
like that.
she finds out Alex is dead. She then goes talks to the detective. on the roof.
And
Detective
he
basically-
gives some of the history and
Right.
then about the 3 cops who investigated the original murder-suicide. 2 were died under mysterious circumstances and 1 just disappeared. Probably in the attic somewhere.
Yeah.
One of my favorite lines was basically that this movie, it's worth noting, it was a tight hour and 30 minutes, right? This is a short movie, right?
Yep.
One of my favorite parts was the detective explaining everything and basically just saying, "I'm sorry," because like that, "I'm sorry" means you're not,
Yeah.
you're not surviving this.
Yeah, sorry, I can't help.
dog.
And I'm in the same boat. So
Yeah, we're together, so don't feel bad. But
we could
yeah.
just hang out and get drunk for a while and see
Right.
what happens. I mean,
So-
I know you got a
Till it comes
boyfriend, but
That's sorry said more than
right.
Yeah.
And then she goes to talk to Bill Pullman's wife.
Yep.
Yes, she
Yes.
finds out more. She sees
Yeah.
that
So she goes there
girls and
and
all the photos.
Kayakos and all
she
the
sees those
pictures.
photos, and she's in the background every single fucking picture.
Right, creeping.
Yeah.
Right. And then basically the wife is like, I really don't have anything
Right.
for you.
I got
I
nothing to tell
I
you.
got nothing. He wasn't fucking around. There was nothing. He just jumped off. She's like, I don't think your husband wanted to die. And she's like, well, I was there. It kind of looked like he did. He just jumped over the rail. And
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the detective also said he didn't kill himself. I don't think he killed himself, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was so. And then she gets the voicemail, or it's not voicemail. I guess it is. It was on her cell phone, right? But Doug was like, "Hey, did you go to the house? I found all your research. I'm headed to the house." So that's what drives her back to the house to stop Doug from going.
Right.
in the
And that's
house,
when she
right?
has like the flashback where she's
Right.
there.
She goes up the
in
stairs,
the
and that's
scene
where we
of
find
what,
out
yeah.
that
So then we find out
Kayako was a simp.
that Peter
She
knew
was-
something was
Yeah.
was going on. So
She
he
was.
goes to the house, and I kind of feel like that was like the day after they were murdered, because the boy, when he goes upstairs and he talks to the boy for a little bit, and then he goes upstairs.
Right.
In the background, the
swing.
kid does the black mouth look
She-
at him.
He did that. Then we also see he explores further, finds the freaking pictures all cut up,
Yeah.
finds,
Right.
and then
Notebook.
runs into the other room, swinging body in the other room.
Well, he finds what's her head. Doesn't he find?
Yeah, in the attic.
Yeah, he
Before
goes. He opens
she
the closet
falls
because
out.
all the faces were
right,
pasted
you're
on
right.
the closet.
She had a bag on her head. Right.
Opens up the closet, and the little
Falls
door
out.
thingy is ajar, and he kind of touches it, and she comes flying
Wait,
out.
it was a door
Yeah.
or it was a jar?
No.
All right.
See what I did there?
You know, these are the hazards of podcasting, Tori. I just want you to know he throws that stuff out every once. I mean, it's either racist comments
No,
or
no. I was asking when you
or
asked
dad
questions.
jokes,
Yeah.
right? All right, so,
So yeah, he sprints out of the house. Bill Pullman's like, I'm
books it.
done.
This is terrifying.
Now, is
Right.
this when he's in there with Karen?
Yeah, she's
Oh,
walking
yes, she's
around,
Seeing it all.
Yeah,
watching
seeing
him.
it.
Right.
Find
But
the
so
bodies.
there's a
Brushes
part
them.
where I think she brushes up against him, but he doesn't see her. He's just kind of like,
He
is there
reacts.
something here?
He feels her in the
So
same
is she
space.
like, is she kind of actually present
kind of?
or
I
present
think it
for
was kind
us,
of a
but not for him?
weird-
I think it's like an interstellar type of
It's
situation.
is it a, is
Interdimensional
it a,
It kinda
is it
made
a
it-
sixth sense kind of thing?
Yeah, it kind of made it where you
Like, is
thought that he
she
knew.
not
'cause
really
she
there?
thought he knew that she was there.
Because he was looking right at her at one point, but he was looking through her.
Right.
And then she moved away.
But
and he
before
went to
that,
the
that's
went
when
to the attic
she
door.
brushes up against him accidentally, and he kind of like touches the shoulder
Yeah.
and reacts to
I
it.
think the curse and all that stuff supersedes time as we
Yeah.
know it, right? Like
Yeah.
you're in the same space as that happens, so
Right.
you can physically
So she's not
interact with each
physically
other.
there as Karen.
She's physically there, but
Yes.
she's in a memory. Like she's getting, because the detective
Okay.
said they're
also
gonna
be like, oh, I didn't see you there, Karen.
Right.
Like,
Oh wait, did we miss the part where the detective shows up with the gas cans to burn the house down?
not yet.
not yet.
It's
Yeah,
in this area.
It's coming up
Right.
right there. Yeah.
No, he came up before because when she
Yeah.
came back downstairs, the gas tank.
Oh, right.
Yeah, because I was
Doug
going to say her
Yeah.
boyfriend's
Doug went
there.
after.
Yeah.
Doug's like, what's with these
So the
gas
cop
cans?
shows up. He's like, "Fuck this! I'm going to do this
Burn the
old
shit
school.
down."
I'm just going to burn it all down." And shows up with gas cans and a lighter, and he does some gas. He's about to light it, and out of nowhere, He got got. The hand comes out, grabs him, and
Gone.
I was shaking that hand off.
die off screen.
It is
type of
important to
thing.
know that. So Karen gets there and sees Doug is like almost dead, right?
Well, she goes through this whole
like Jen was at the
scene
time.
thing with flashback stuff, and as she's walking, he like grabs her leg, which is a good jump scare, and
Good
then
trope.
he's all just barely.
Catatonic,
there.
really.
But
Yeah.
then she has to watch as Kayaka. Is that what you said her name is?
Kayako.
Yeah, she tries to get him out.
The final, but
Yeah.
the final death blow was Kayako touching. I think it's one of those you are scared, physically
Yeah.
scared to death, like the
They
ring.
call it
kind
the
of
kiss
thing.
of
Like
death or
sucks her.
something?
What's that?
I thought they called like the kiss of death or something. I
It's a
thought so.
dementor. Is
Yeah.
that what you said?
I mean, it kind of does. Like
I
she
don't know, I feel
comes
like that's
into
what-
his face.
I think it is. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then moves away,
And
and,
then
then
it's-
he's looking
yeah.
over
Then he's
all
dead.
dead.
Yeah.
Something
she just-
happens.
She just really likes gentlemen.
So that's when she sees the gas cans, right? And she's like, "Okay, I got an idea.
Right.
Let's see what happens."
But yeah, we learn what happened. We learn that the husband sees Kayako's obsessive journal where it's like she's writing Peter, like
And he is not about it because I got it. The kid had bruises and stuff, so I kind of feel like this guy's abusive. Anyway,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
beating the kid. He's beating his
it's hard
wife.
to tell if that
He
was
threw
the
that cat against the wall.
Oh, he killed that
God.
cat. Yeah, and killed her, obviously beat her, drowned her maybe, or
Snapped her
suffocated
neck.
her or
So
something.
she
He
was
broke her
drowned.
neck. He grabbed
Snapped
her
her neck
while
off.
the boy
He
was
broke
like looking right
Kayako.
at him.
Yeah, he
Kayako's
was on
neck.
the stairs and
Yeah.
she's
Then he kills the cat, and then he drowns the boy in the tub,
Right.
and then hangs himself. And then in part of that flashback, she sees like
So
she,
before all that,
he's
did he
getting
take an
around
X-Acto knife and cut her face out of all the pictures? When
Yeah.
did that happen? And start pinning him to the wall?
Yeah,
Before he hanged himself?
Yeah.
he was
I
getting
mean
angry
that
and
kid never had a
angrier.
chance. Both his parents were crazy.
Yeah.
Toshio.
Toshio. Okay. So she's going to burn the place down now. So cue gas, cue fire.
Right.
And then she wakes up
Cuts,
in the hospital.
Yeah.
All
Well-
the grudges come out when she burns the house
Don't
down.
we wake up in we wake up in a morgue basically because Doug's in the morgue. She's coming to identify Doug.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, it's at
And-
the hospital, right? She comes from her
Right.
hospital bed. Down
Exposition
to there.
says, "Hey, we were able to save the house. We were able to, all that
and they
stuff."
show all the firefighters dead, 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 dead,
they?
dead. No, they're not dead.
They
They're
should
going to
have.
be dead.
Yeah.
They're going to be
They should have
dead.
just let it burn.
And
Yeah.
so he's Doug's on the slab under the blanket or under the towel. She goes over and the what's
To
her
the
head
arm.
hand evil
Yep.
hand comes out but then she snaps out of it and it's Doug's burned kind of arm and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you hear the noise and it widens out.
Yep.
And then what's her head is standing
Pops right
directly
there.
behind Karen. She turns, she like, you see her face react. She knows, she turns around and then one eye, hair, evil face. I mean, that was the thing. It was just always one eye.
It was
One eye.
There's one part. That's I want to frame your eye is what her
Right,
mom
right.
said. This really gives you a look, frames your eye.
Except the time when the cop was looking at
The security.
the
footage.
security camera. She came in full on,
she was like, "Oh."
eyeballing.
All right. Tori, I've never heard anybody say this is in their top 4. So I want you to go dig a little deeper for us. What was it about this?
Well, she said she talked about the emotional, sentimental
Yeah.
attachment. One of the first couple of
And
movies.
it's just anytime I think about like a movie of spirits and hauntings, I always go back to this one because I love movies like that. And I remember watching it and the jump scares terrify me as a 12-year-old. The one when she's in the shower, I always thought that was a cool scene when
The hand.
that creeped me out. And then when you hear the noise and she's starts crawling down the stairs at the end,
Very
that
effective. Yeah.
terrified
The
me half to
Japanese
death.
and the Koreans, they perfected that herky jerky like movement stuff that just it
like the
doesn't look
bone
natural.
creaking.
You know
Yes,
something's
it
wrong.
was great.
Yeah.
Like I was like, how are they doing this?
Right.
It was good.
Yeah. So all right. I guess I gave you another chance to get your final thoughts on there. So do you did you I'm going out of order. I apologize, Charlie. Do you want to get into the awards and stuff or do we want to keep on Tori's
We
experiences?
talked briefly about the awards. Do you have more detail?
No, I
Remember
mean,
you
like,
had mentioned-
our awards.
Oh yeah, no,
Categories,
yeah,
yeah.
the categories and stuff. I thought I had a question for you, Tori, but now I can't remember what it was.
Have you seen anything that
Oh, have you seen the original?
No.
Jewel?
I haven't seen it either, and it's supposed to be better.
Probably is.
It probably is.
Yeah,
Probably is, but more reading
yeah.
Yeah.
and less budget.
I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
you'd have to watch this one to get the foundation of kind of like the Japanese traditional feeling of it, and then if you watch the movie, it would probably make more sense than
I'll
just
be
like a
interested
blind.
how closely it is. Like, is it like a copy and paste, or is it a?
I read there's a scene with a little extra torture in it that didn't make it into the American version.
It's your favorite,
that probably would
right?
have given it an R rating.
Yeah.
No, for this was about the time where I think The Ring came out in 2002.
Yep.
So I think Hollywood was clamoring for this success. Like, hey, we can make this for $4 million or $10 million. We can make.
Right. We don't even really need a writer.
And they did. I can't believe they made that much.
Right.
Out of that.
Yeah.
How much did this make?
I think it was on 187 worldwide.
That's crazy
on a $10 million
like nowadays,
budget.
I feel like horror movies don't even cross. 100.
Yeah, if a movie made 22 years later, if a movie made $187 million, it'd be a success. And the budget would probably be like 100, 120.
I feel like it was shocking when like Weapons and Sinners made so much.
Yeah, or Conjuring Last Rites made like $400 million.
Yeah, that was
I hate
crazy.
those movies.
That's not even like an original story. It's like the seventh one.
Oh, the Final Destination was like number 2, wasn't it?
That was
2
a
or
good
3,
one,
yeah.
though.
That
I
was
loved
really
that.
good.
All of
I
us-
went to see
all of us
that in
vouched for that. We
theaters.
liked that.
Oh, that was
That
a good
movie
one.
was. I was
I
like,
didn't want to
kills
like
were
it.
good.
the kids wanted
But
to
I
watch
loved
it, and
was
I was like,
good.
it's like number 15 or 16. Why do I want to watch? And I watched it, and I was like,
It was good. I was
Right?
impressed.
probably better.
didn't-
One of the best ones.
didn't know I needed it
Easily
in my
one of the
life.
best ones.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know I needed it either. Yeah.
But what do we want to start with? Dumbest character? Well,
Oh no. We'll go with
Best kill.
Best kill.
a best kill.
It's a tough one.
So, does this count? Because we do not see Ted Raimi, but I think seeing Yoko and the tongue, my favorite kill. We know Alex dies because she learns about it later, but that'd be my favorite. Does this count?
Yeah, I mean, I had Yoko getting killed where it's the first jump scare in the movie.
That's true.
And then also you see from the room that the legs hanging down,
that was effective.
shaking.
Yeah.
That was
kicking
effective.
and like something's got her. That was the one I was going to
So
pick
that's
because
the
there
one
is
I
no
had.
like. It's not
On-screen
like the
kills,
thing
right, yeah.
where something steps up off the couch and like just snags somebody with
Right.
a busted open head and picks them up and shakes them around. This is like a lot of off-screen murder kills.
Yeah.
Little
just like
Silence of the
heart
Lambs.
giving out
We just
kills.
said Silence of the
Doug.
Lambs, a lot of off screen.
Yeah.
Doug was killed on screen. Yoko was
Yeah.
killed on screen. Bill Pullman jumps to his death on screen.
Yeah.
Susan was on screen. Yeah, but I'm still. What about you?
Susan,
Mine's is-
they showed it under the covers, but then they cut.
Yeah.
Pullman, they show
done-
he jumps, and then they show him laying there, but they don't show like impact, like
Yeah.
you know.
You wanted that impact.
But the setup for Yoko, the setup was good.
That was a good.
Yeah.
Her
my
discovery
favorite.
was good.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
And then the kicking legs.
yeah,
Yeah.
all that was
Do
really.
we know they
effective.
were up there yet when Yoko
We didn't know, but
No,
she
she
goes
was
up
the
first
first
with
one
that
to
lighter,
examine.
and saw?
and we don't know what she saw, but it got her, and her legs were kicking.
Yeah.
Almost like a shark
Tori,
attack.
yours?
I would say that one's a good one. I really liked the Susan one because it scared me when she
Okay.
lifted the.
And there was a
And
lot
she
of
was just there.
there was a lot of setup and toying with Susan too.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah, that
so
was
The whole
unnecessary.
scene was
Prolonged.
good. Yeah.
It was
But, yeah.
unnecessary. Okay. Could you escape?
No,
Where did the characters go wrong?
going in the house.
Yeah, once you're in the house, you're fucked.
But
Right.
yeah, I mean, they went wrong by going there, but you don't know any better until it's too
You
late.
don't- You're right, but that's the only mistake they made, right?
Going back again.
Well, I don't think
that's
it
a
mattered.
mistake.
I feel like the mistake was the only big mistake that I was like, oh man, if you'd only done it this way, you'd have been fine. Was when the detective goes back to burn the place down.
You don't got to go in.
Japanese houses and of traditional houses, and that's look like what are paper and wood. A Molotov cocktail, bro. You don't have to go back in that house.
Yeah.
Just like throw the gas can in through the window, follow it by a Molotov cocktail, and just run and don't go into any shadows or get under any blankets until that place
Or
is
go full
ablaze.
McCready on
and,
it.
and stay there with your badge and say, "Do not put this fire out to the firemen."
yeah.
It's good call. But
I mean, that's really the only thing I could think of. They could
do
have
we
gotten
know
anybody
that
out
it
of
would have
it.
stopped anything though?
Right.
I think it would have because the spirits were attached to that place. Even though once you go there and you leave, they'll come get you.
They're attached to it.
They're attached to that place.
So
when
maybe
the
less
place
people will
is
go
gone-
into the place.
When the place is gone,
Would it be gone?
it would be gone. If he let it burn down and kept the fire department away from it, it would have burned down.
Burn it again. You're like, it's still some standing. Burn it again.
Burn it again.
Yeah. For me, I mean, just in general, I'm sure there's absolutely nothing wrong with the place. Japan is just kind of far down the list on places I voluntarily would go.
I want to go.
Yeah. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I'm sure it's great. I just...
Still upset about World War II? Is that what
Easy.
You're that guy.
See? No. It's either dad jokes or racism. Sometimes he mixes them both in.
We dropped the bomb and they shaped up. That's
twice.
That's it. We're good. We're good now. We're friends now.
Nothing two bombs could
Sorry, Japan.
No, but Jesus Christ. I've been to some foreign countries and there's like a language barrier, but at least like you can spell the words or figure it out. The symbols, I don't know. I probably can't do that.
He's down with symbols.
I mean, Charlie, you spent plenty of time in Korea. They use symbols. Was it hard to get acclimated to?
No, because they have English translations everywhere.
Everywhere? Yeah. Okay.
Which they didn't show in this movie.
Yeah.
But I would have to imagine, like, especially on public transit, they usually do like Chinese, English, and then Korean, of course. But
yeah, like if I just want to go get like
Japanese
sushi somewhere, I wouldn't know what the fuck to order. Like,
because there's military, because even American bases
even with,
all over Japan.
I was in Germany probably 6 years ago now, and it's like you could put, something into Google Translate, and it would just be like, oh, this is this in English or this is this in German. But I don't know if you can put a symbol in there.
Yeah.
Like,
I think you can.
You can't type them. I'm not changing my keyboard to Japanese to try to figure symbols out.
I'm sure there's an app where you can take a picture.
I'm sure there's an app.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a way to do it.
On this topic, I could have been so mad at one part in this movie, and I don't know how well you guys know me pretty well, but like when she stuck her finger through the top of the ramen, I was like, you better buy that shit.
Oh, yeah.
You better buy
That's
that
right.
shit.
What was she doing? What was even the point
She
of
didn't
that?
know how to read the thing, so she didn't know what flavor
Oh,
was.
that's
Yeah,
okay.
just like you're saying. So it's like, is this hot beef or is it
Did she just pick her nose on camera? That's the equivalent, right?
I was like, you better buy that shit. Don't put it back.
I have a funny story about that from Germany as well. We were, the first night we got into our Airbnb, we walked down to the grocery store not far away just to pick up some snacks and some stuff to eat for the week we were there. And I went down the frozen food aisle and got a couple pizzas. And looking at the picture, and it looks to me like a frozen sausage pizza. It says it's everything written on is German, no English translation, but it says Thun Fresh. And I was like, okay, it looks like sausage, and popped it in. And next day, and we're eating it. I'm like,
was it penis?
I'm like,
toenails?
I'm like, this sausage tastes kind of funny. I'm like, it tasted fine. And then my buddy looked at it. It says Thun Frisch. And he's like, fresh is fish. It's tuna fish.
Oh.
Tuna fish on frozen pizza.
I mean,
we need to go back to war with them over that. No.
Here's the deal.
I was like, yeah, that's exactly what that is.
I'd try it.
There's only one fish that goes on pizza, and if you show up with a pizza with anchovies on it in my house, I will slap that pizza right out of your hand. If you show it with tuna, I'm going to
But it
war
was
with your
ground up.
country.
It looked like little pieces of sausage on it. I was like, I was like, yeah, that's exactly what that is. As soon as she
shit on
said what it
pineapple.
was, I was like,
It's
that's
like a
what it
tuna
is.
melt on a pizza. That's all it is.
No.
I'd eat it.
Oh, my buddy was fine with it. That was the last slice I had. I was like, I'm good now. Like, you can't.
Like,
But
you
he
can't
was
even
like, it's not
scrape
bad.
that off without that flavor
You
staying
can't.
on it.
You can't.
You can't even just eat the bread.
But I feel like the same thing would happen in Japan. I'd get something that would be absolutely disgusting. And
I'm
what
sure.
I'm
Yeah,
ordering.
yeah.
Or,
Tori, have you been
I don't
to
know.
Japan?
I haven't, but a friend of mine is there now, lives there right now.
Okay,
and
so you got a place to
talks
stay?
about how beautiful it is and how
Okay.
much I would like it. where
Have they
they're
encountered any grudge spirits?
at. No.
Well, cultural shock, any kind of like, you won't believe that this happens.
They really just tell me about how nice everybody is and how clean it is.
Yes, Japan's very clean. from what I
And
hear.
like how she just like, you go there and everybody is just so kind, and she has a kid and people like help her in the store and stuff, and like
That's great.
they're just super nice.
I need to live there.
I know. I want to go to Japan. We'll leave Mike
It's not high on my list, like Mike said. It's not high. Like I would probably pick like 10 or 15 places in the world I'd like to hit
The only
first.
thing that puts it down further on the list is how far away it is.
It's-
Whether you
it's a
go
long
west
flight, yeah.
or east, it is so far away.
Yes.
It's a long, like to Korea, you fly over Japan, and it is almost, that's
like
like the we're over Japan. We only have like an hour and a half left of like an 18-hour flight.
It's like, it's like when you get into Georgia and you're like, oh, we're almost to Florida. And it's like, nope.
You see the little
You are
plane,
not
and
almost to Florida.
that little plane stays on the big screen in the the globe. You know, the little plane flying across the globe stays on the big screen. You're like, God damn it! I've been on this plane for 7 hours and we're not even like, are we over the Pacific? Are you guys going the right way?
Did we miss it?
Did we
That's
go
how I
too
am on the
far
highway.
in
I'm like,
Russia?
when people give me directions, I'm like, have I missed the exit?
Okay, who was the dumbest character?
Doug, because he didn't treat Karen the right way. He wasn't nice enough. No, because he decided
He's not good enough for Sarah. I mean, Karen.
he didn't. He looked at the research and he's like, "Oh, this is a shitty house with bad shit happening. I'm gonna go meet you there." Come on, Doug.
Yeah, he was the only one that kind of knew that weird stuff was going on
Only
before
one
he
that-
entered the house.
Oh yeah, it should have been like, I love you, girl, but
Right. Right.
We think Emma is catatonic, but she later says, like, I just want this thing out of the house. You can talk, motherfucker. Speak up.
You speak
Aunt
English?
Emma.
Just letting everybody
Dumb
die.
Aunt Emma.
Right.
Speak up.
Yeah,
Speak
there's
up.
a crazy
Save other
hairy-
people's lives.
Hairy spirit in the corner of the house.
We're like,
Put a sign up in the
We're
yard.
like, oh, this thing scares you so bad you lose speech. And Emma's like, I just want this thing out of here. And that's all she says. I'm like,
I would say that's
up.
Emma's the
Speak
biggest
up.
biggest dick in them.
well, even
Dumb,
more than the
but-
killers.
But Doug, well, the killers, they just be killing. Killers be killing, right?
Yeah,
They don't know any better.
killers kill. That's what they do.
Because I don't think anyone else is really dumb because they didn't know about it.
Right.
And once
Right.
you see it, it's over. Like
Yeah,
you could
basically.
never go back, and you're gonna be dead. So
Kill
Yep.
people, kill people.
You done. That's what they should have named the movie. You done.
You done, girl. You're in
Girl,
danger.
Are you in danger?
All right, so body count.
are we counting the grudges?
No,
Yeah, we got to.
Well,
They're on screen. Yeah. They're on
you
screen.
saw him.
Yeah, let's count.
Yeah, we did see them die.
Yeah. I gotta recount.
7.
No,
She just said no.
I mean,
Oh, wait,
if you're gonna
no.
count
1,
the
2,
if you're gonna
3,
count the
4.
evil spirits, then
7.
Oh, what we got? 9?
9. Yeah, 9.
Yeah, 9 maybe?
9?
Tori, how many you got?
I think it's 9.
Carrying
too.
the one?
okay.
Yeah.
So you got Yoko,
Yoko.
you got Peter,
Oh, I forgot Yoko, I think, maybe.
you got Jennifer, Matthew, Emma, Susan,
Alex.
Alex.
I forgot Alex.
10.
It
Kiyako.
says Zombie Yoko killed off screen by Kayoko. Who's Kayoko? Is that the
Kyoko's the
Spirit.
mom, the mother spirit.
So I'm not going to count that one because that doesn't show up in the
Well,
movie.
Yoko did.
Yoko was killed.
It says Yoko was the first one.
Yeah.
But Zombie Yoko.
I wouldn't
Zombie
count
Yoko
that.
was killed?
Nah, we didn't count zombies in Dawn
So
of the Dead. So
Yoko,
can't count 'em here.
Peter, Jennifer, Matthew, Emma, Susan, Alex, Detective Nakagawa.
Wait, did he die? Oh, yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't see
he
it.
gets
And then-
got.
Yeah.
Kiyako, Toshio.
The movie ended before Karen died, but we're not going to count her.
We can't count it
We
yet.
count. And then the 3 would put it at 11.
11.
Okay.
11?
That's
Yeah,
quite a
I can
bit.
live with that.
That's a lot.
Do we count the cat? 12.
Nah, we don't count animals.
Zombie Yoko. So we're to believe that was a real zombie then? That was actually Yoko, not like where Matthew shows up.
Yeah,
at
I
the
mean
door.
that was one of the things I
Okay,
read.
new
That, like,
rules.
it's
New
like a
rules.
virus. It gets in you. She wasn't possessed, but she was like a zombie for some reason. They sent out into the world.
So it's just different reason. Just like
I mean, there's a lot of rules,
unrelated
complicated
zombie.
rules in symbols that you can't read.
Yeah, can't do it.
Nope.
Hall of Fame stuff? Or we didn't,
Wait a
or
minute. What did we say?
We
Doug?
got Gore Score?
Gore
Did we say
score.
Doug?
You did.
Doug,
I think you did.
Doug. Dougie Fresh.
Which one was Doug? Doug's the husband.
The boyfriend.
The boyfriend. No, I didn't say
The
Doug.
undeserving boyfriend.
He's on the next page, so I missed
so
him. in the
12.
middle. So 12.
12.
We'll go with 12. That's the official All Guts So Gory number. Let's see. Gore score?
So PG-13, but we had a missing jaw and a giant tongue hanging out. I gotta go with at least. I'm gonna go with that. That brings it to at least a 4 in my book.
What? That's it. That's all. I mean,
That's really
At
except
least
for
that's
too
blood
high.
once in a while.
I said 1.5.
Bill Pullman.
Oh my gosh,
There's almost no blood.
There's a missing jaw.
There's
a tongue
Bill
hanging
Pullman's
down.
isn't even splattered. He's just kind of laying there.
Yeah.
And then the
It could've been a
jaw.
lot more.
By default.
I'll go up to 2.
It's 1 out of 10, by the way.
Okay.
I'll go up to 2.
Sorry.
but
I think just that effect
2
was enough for me.
What do you think? Would you say 4? What do you think, Tori?
There wasn't at all any, honestly, except the jaw. I feel like so.
Okay.
I'm gonna put
yeah.
And we
That's why I
can
two
said
or
I
three.
guess
1.5.
violence, like Toshio getting drowned, that's not gore. That's
No.
violence. But
And it was such
You don't
such
see
a quick
anything.
scene.
And
I
Bill
mean, they really
Pullman-
didn't drag it on.
because
They
it could have
could've-
been a lot worse with him, like
with-
getting splattered
with
on the
Peter getting
ground.
splattered.
If,
on the
we,
ground, that
if we
could've
want to
been-
talk past precedent, we gave The Strangers 2.5, which
All right,
has some
fair.
blood, which has
some
Oh,
stab-
then it's
shotgun
a-
to the head.
a 0.5.
Fine,
Yeah, we had
fine.
Tremors was a 2.5.
Fine. Okay, 2, but I want to put an asterisk being like that was an amazing.
It Follows
effect.
was a 2.
Okay,
So
I
I'm
like
just
2.
saying past
I'll
precedent.
fit in that
Yeah.
2.
2?
What are we
Because-
going with 2? Yeah,
Because
put
the
the,
It Follows feels about right because
Yeah.
you saw the
Yeah.
pissing girl and you saw.
she's all twisted up.
Oh yeah, the twisted. That might have been harsher than the jaw thing though.
I say it's on the same level,
par?
kind of,
Okay.
yeah. Especially when the tongue comes out.
Yeah.
Okay. Horror Hall of Fame. Is the director a Hall of Famer?
I don't think so.
About
He's got 4 good movies, but very
10?
niche, very contained time frame.
I'd like to throw out a new category:
What?
best sound.
Well, it won Best Sound.
No.
It won of the Fangoria Chainsaw. I think
Tori,
it won for Best Sound.
If you would oblige us with the thing again,
Oh, okay.
yeah. You know instantly.
But are there
what that is
other?
from.
You do. But are there
Immediately.
is there the pack? Is the herd big enough to where we can make this a category and pull in other movies?
Is that pop culturally relevant where if you haven't seen the movie, you still know? Like if you say to someone that hasn't seen Silence of the Lambs, if you say who's Hannibal Lecter, they'd be like, oh, from that scary movie.
I
if you
think
do
in the
the,
5 years
He's
after
the
that
cannibal
movie,
from whatever.
everybody knew what that sound was. Somehow you ran into it and somebody explained it to you. Up to 2009.
How about we throw this under workshop?
Workshop. Okay. All right.
But so should we make a foreign movie remake category? Because this,
No.
I mean, okay, not enough.
No.
I mean, this isn't the Golden Globes. We're not going to. This isn't the Oscars where they have the special.
But we'd love to
Oscar
be
show that
nominated
doesn't
for
get
Best
aired.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Whoever runs the
Love
Golden
a
Globe.
potty
Polar.
or whatever they call it. Do they call those
can't believe they
potties?
did
Potties. Yeah.
Yeah.
The podcast is now a
Yeah.
Globe. So
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
yeah.
Killer Hall of Fame?
I don't think so.
No. A good show, but not enough.
Yeah.
The body of work's not big enough.
2 movies, and it's her again in the second one, right? Or it's her spirit again, the House
Yeah.
of Spirits. I don't know. I'm gonna go
No,
no, but would Samara be in there? I think Samara would be candidate at some point from The Ring, right?
I think that might be on the same level.
The Ring's good too.
What?
I like The Ring.
I mean, we're talking about it's the same. It's a small body of work and small time.
But I think it
frame.
transcended. To me, The Ring.
There was way more pop culture references to the Ring,
Ring,
or
okay.
some or spoofs where like something's crawling
and
out of
they've
the
made
TV.
more.
Yeah, she's in
rings
more
than-
way more than The
not
Grudge.
A few
Yeah.
years ago, they
Exactly.
made rings. I feel like that's a lot.
Okay.
More.
They reference Ring in in Cabin in the Woods. One of the TVs of the other countries is Japan, and it's Ringu.
Right. Okay.
reference
Well, different movie.
The Grudge and The Ring.
We'll get there.
I think the kids in Cabin in the Woods could calm the spirit that is Takeo.
They know what to do.
Kayato.
They got the bowl with
They
the
put it in a frog.
with some
Happy
water
frog.
and some rose petals and some singing, chanting, and I don't know what the hell
That's
they're
the
saying.
only
I'd
way
like
out
to
of
hear the
this.
translation. Okay, so heroes, protagonists, Hall of Famers. I mean,
Unfortunately,
nobody.
there's no hero.
No.
Right.
Nothing
I mean,
you
the,
can do.
the
Nobody
cop,
really
the
saves
cop was
the
kind of
day.
like the closest to somebody who knew found out what was going on, and tried to take care of it.
I think
he
that's another
failed.
reason I like it because it's not that cliche. There's a hero. Nobody is.
Yeah.
Because nobody can be saved by it.
Yeah. I mean, once you see it, it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. You're screwed. props.
No, I couldn't think of any, to be honest. I was like...
The jaw.
The jaw.
Oh, the jaw laying there.
jaws.
Yeah, the jaw.
Maybe.
Yeah. I
could
mean,
be in
that's a
any
good
zombie
prop, that
movie.
jaw just chilling there on the attic floor. But
A small Japanese boy.
Whoa.
Painted
Easy.
Painted white,
Wow.
whitish gray.
Jesus.
The package of
Naked.
ramen with a hole in it. Package of ramen with a
Oh,
hole in
yeah. That lives on in my mind.
it.
Don't put
yeah.
it back.
Yeah, probably nothing, right? I mean, nothing really stands out.
No, not to me, unfortunately.
Okay, so I guess we're kind of at that point. Any final thoughts? Anybody got a soapbox? I know Mike's probably got one that he wants to revisit.
What do you guys? How do you guys feel about the ending? Like, did it stick to the landing? Did it
I think
work
it
for
did.
you?
I think it did.
It fit the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine with the somebody doesn't survive. I mean, like, there's no hero. There's like, it gets you.
Nothing you can do.
The rules say Sarah Michelle Gellar's character is gone.
Right.
Why can she still talk, but everyone else, except for the one sentence that Emma says, everyone else is mute? Why is she kind of immune from it? Where she can still
Which
like
one?
Karen, Sarah Michelle Gellar, she can
Twice.
like still converse
Twice.
and like say what she saw, and this
she
is what it does,
yeah.
and like
Because it didn't come for her.
But
oh, she encountered it though
twice.
twice at
She
least.
did,
wasn't
but
really
it
the
didn't.
target.
It didn't like
Touch
do
her.
whatever it does.
Like we think Aunt Emma's mute, and then all of a sudden she's like, "I just want this thing out of my room," and that's basically all she says.
Okay.
Everyone else is mute to the point where they're just making the noise, and they're basically dead until they die. They're all mute.
I don't know.
She kind of seems immune from being mute. I just didn't know it. They addressed that in part 2. I don't know. Never saw it, but I'm like, why is she exempt from it? And then I had more questions because then also when she's in the thing, when she's in the house, when Bill Pullman is there and they have that interaction where she brushes him and he is like, oh, I think I felt something, but it's not like he doesn't see her there.
Yeah.
But it's almost so, it just made it some questions. There's
Yeah.
questions. That's
Yeah.
all.
Little holes, but I mean, they had to do it to make the movie move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of those acceptable, collateral damage to your sense of logic that has to happen for the movie to go from beginning to end.
Yeah. I mean, my final thoughts on The Grudge are, I remember when I saw this for the first time in the theater, it was the first 20, 30 minutes had some good jump scares. I'm like, this is going to be creepy. I think the PG-13-ness of it put a limit on what they could show, obviously, what they could elevate to as far as scare tactics. Once you have a couple jump scares, then you're like waiting for it. You're on the defense.
You know when it's coming. You
So
see
it's
the
all,
setup.
you're
coming.
like,
Yeah.
oh fuck, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, and then you don't really get scared anymore. So I think they kind of revealed a little bit too much of the jump scare early, so you don't get it in as much in the end. So I think an R-rated version of this, obviously you can show more, might be a little scarier, little
Unfortunately,
more provocative, a little more violent, a little more disturbing. But working within the confines of a PG-13, the ratings that basically have it split down the middle, like a Metacritic of 50, 51, Rotten
Yeah,
Tomatoes
51.
like 46, like
Yeah.
that kind of checks out. I'm like, it's good. It's also PG-13. But there's some questions.
Okay.
Monsters in the attic, but how they get out of the house all of a sudden. So are we really safe anywhere? And
What do you got, Justin?
I was going to
it was
say,
fine.
Yeah.
as a business decision, following The Ring and making a PG-13 was the right call business-wise. Because you can't argue with numbers. 189 million as an R-rated movie.
Yeah.
As an
I got
R-rated
thoughts.
movie, people would not have come. I mean, nowadays they will, right? But at that time, I think this would have made like $50 million if it was just an
You
R-rated
think they
movie.
would have come even though
I think.
the
So
cast,
I worked at the
Sarah Michelle Gellar in an R-rated movie wouldn't have drawn
maybe
more
but
than.
So
I'm just-
being
go
at
on.
the
I'm gonna
theater
look
at
up
the
something
time,
real
hold on one second. Being at the movie theater at the time, like parents would just drop their kids off for these type of movies, and like that they would sell tickets, right? So that's my angle on it. I just think it was the right call for the people that they were going for. But go for it.
So I got several points to make on this. So they went with PG-13 because they went with numbers, with thinking that they will get more viewers, a bigger crowd, and more people will see it. But we're not talking about 1954. This is 2004. There have been bloody, scary horror movies that have made a lot of money. I think they made the wrong decision thinking they were making the right decision. If they had gone R and not full on like gored it out, but gave us every scene we talked about, gave us what we wanted. Seeing Bill Pullman more splattered, a little bit of brain, and then like amp it up. Yoko pulled into the attic, you see her legs, and then you just see like a picture of her face and then hands like pull her jaw off real quick.
Oh, yeah.
But this is all going to give you R. Yoko coming back later and jumping on Ted or Alex, whatever his character's name was, getting more about the scenes of, the scene of what's her name sitting there with her husband finding her and she's doing that thing, and then the little kid jumps out. That was really effective because that's when you think about it, like you're so fucked up, you're paralyzed, and I kind of feel like she was conscious enough to know what was going on, and it was scaring her to death. But if they had amped it up to a little midway over an R, gave us more, in the long run, we wouldn't have stopped at Grudge 2. We would have gone to Grudge 2 R, and we would have had a longer running franchise. And like I said, it's 2004.
Right.
It's not, so far away from gore. Like how many
you need to look at
gore
what came out,
movies
though.
had come out and made a lot of
the
money.
history of horror, though. Like Mike was saying, those became huge things, right? But like before that, they weren't making $100 million movies with R ratings, though, right? So,
but they made a $10 million movie,
right?
If they had amped it up to R, let's say it didn't make 187. Let's say it only made like 80. Or 75.
Still a success, but
and it's still a success. So then you go to Grudge 2.
Okay, I see
and
what
you
you're
kind
saying.
of,
Maybe
you
we
give
get
us the
more in the
same
long
thing,
run.
but with more of the story, and you pull more people, and then you get a franchise that lasts.
You have to remember that the Japanese part of it too is like that
was the other thing I was going to say.
These are scaring people to death, not necessarily
Right.
they're ripping them to pieces and stuff like that.
And
but
maybe
just
they
the sheer
couldn't-
shock and stuff.
Maybe when they bought the movie, they weren't, part of the stipulation was they weren't allowed to make,
That's possible.
keep it close.
Yeah.
And then is Sarah Michelle Gellar going to make an R-rated movie? I mean, she did Cruel Intentions, which
she's
was
been in
very
another horror
risque.
movie, too.
So I know what you did
The Return.
last summer was 1997. So 7 years before this, it was on a $17 million budget, made $125 million. So
Was it
not
13 or R?
that's an R. I know what you did last summer is an R.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying.
And that's also on the heels of Scream. So I don't know if people were like, Scream is so good. Now we're going to make I Know What You Did Last Summer, another teen high school horror, pretty girls, whatever. And, really well known cast and all that stuff. Did not do as good as The Grudge, but did good. The Ring came out 2 years before this as a PG-13. Budget was $48 million. Grossed almost $250 million. Wow. So the higher budget, but the gross is still 5x,
I think
five times as much.
Ringu was a bigger movie in Japan as well, I think, than Ju-on.
Yeah,
what we're talking about? Yeah,
probably.
I just think they're like, hey, we had to bid harder to get this IP, right?
Right. Well, the opening weekend for Ring only did $15 million. The opening weekend for The Grudge did $38. And then the gross, after people saw The Ring, people were like, you got to go see this, I guess, because for doing only $15 million opening weekend, and then to get up to $250 million, where The Grudge opened at $38 million and went up to 180 or whatever it was.
187, yeah.
So, jumps, but I guess The Ring was not as anticipated or better than The Grudge or people.
Yeah, I think without The Ring, The Grudge wouldn't have done as well opening weekend.
Yeah.
I think it's easy for us to look back and make these kind of calls, but like everything,
what we
we're going
do.
to armchair quarterback, and it's a risky business. I mean, people make $100 million movies
Starring
that make
Tom
like
Cruise.
$5 million
The
and
cousin
leave the
of-
theater.
Yeah. And Tori, you said you were 12 when you saw this, The Grudge. If this was an R, would your parents have let you? Or were they like, oh, it's PG-13, you'll be fine.
Can't be that bad. Yeah.
I saw Ghost Ship. Is that R?
Ghost Ship is
so.
R.
Yeah.
That was for the first
There's a lot of
movie
pieces
I watched.
in that one.
Yeah.
But they didn't let us watch a lot of R movies, so I don't know if they would have. So I think PG-13 made it where I would watch it.
Did Ghost Ship make your? It did make your gush.
It didn't, but it's a memorable one. The first scene for sure.
What was
a memorable
first
one.
scene's the best first scene?
Was Buffy like TV-14?
Yeah.
It's not TVMA, obviously.
No,
it wasn't
no.
TV PG.
It was on like WB and
I know it was
CW.
WB, but I didn't know if it was like the 14 or if it was like
probably
the next
a
one
7
up,
o'clock show.
Or if it,
I don't remember.
I didn't know if it was the
Something
PG or the
beginning.
14.
There's some
I think it
sexual
was
stuff,
14.
but yeah, 14. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Because they could have just been like, hey, like, you're Buffy, you can't do an R movie. Like,
Possibly.
But she did. I don't.
Cruel Intentions is definitely R.
Cruel
Oh,
well,
Intentions.
that was before she. No, you're right. That was during
And
while she was.
then, I know you did last summer. You
She
said
made
it
a
was
lot
an
of
R.
movies.
Well,
during
that was
Buffy
before
'cause she
Buffy.
was so
Buffy was
popular.
97. I know She Do Last Summer was 97. I forgot about Cruel Intentions. So,
Yeah. Okay. So I think we
do more movies like
beat
Cruel
this horse to death. So we covered final thoughts. Who's our next host?
It's me.
It's Justin.
Justin.
For this one, I'm going to do one that also relied on a lot of practical effects. Kind of came out of nowhere for me. 2010, Insidious. We're going to go ahead and throw it out there. Big fan of that one.
Terrified me.
The first one.
This is PG-13.
It might be, actually. But by far the best of the series. But it's really good, and I can't wait to talk about this one.
All right. Looking forward
to see
to
if
that
it's
one.
PG-13.
It might be.
He's going to look it up real quick.
That terrified me.
It is a
It
low.
is.
Low on the
damn
gore,
it.
though.
This is all guts so gory. Not,
I know. But I've
not
got
teen
one.
guts not so gory.
Here's the deal. I got one in my back pocket that I'm waiting on another co-host to do with me, and I haven't ran it by, and I forgot it was my turn this time. So I'm going with a good one instead.
All right.
I mean,
But I've got a gory one in my back pocket.
Well, I'm gonna raise the bar when it's my
I
pick
can't
after
wait.
yours.
I can't wait.
Bringing the
All
gore
right.
score up to a 10
Are
on my
you guys
turn.
more like gory? Like
We're
body
all
gore?
different.
We're all
Or-
different.
He's body
I'm
horror
the
gore.
splatter.
Gore.
I'm the splatter body horror.
I am
Blood and guts. more
splatter,
the better.
but with a zombie. He's more of like with a
Okay.
slasher,
Torture.
saw, torture. type
I don't
guy.
mind gore. I don't like the super sexual stuff. I am I hate that stuff. Like Hills Have Eyes and stuff
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, I'm even
Last
though I
House
like
on the Left.
splatter and
that
torture.
stuff. Yeah, I don't need to see these horrible things happen in that sense to people.
The only thing that bothers me is when like the rape goes on too
Right.
long.
Yeah.
But the Terrifier,
too long.
fine.
Oh, Terrifier, I'm good with.
I mean,
but
the
I
flame.
spit
on your grave. I'm like, okay, you've
So
been.
here's the deal.
Oh, that's graphic.
Terrifier.
Yeah,
There
that's
was nothing,
too long.
That's so bad.
nothing sexual about what he did to her. He just cut her in half.
For me, those scenes you can
Yeah.
imply it because
Exactly.
it's such a violent thing.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
You know,
And a traumatizing
you know
thing
what
for
that
people.
person did after he shut the door, right? You
Yes.
don't need to
Right.
show me. What he
Sometimes
We don't
you
need
do.
to hear it for 4 minutes in a row. Like,
Right.
God, can we just move on? We get it.
did. Like that's what my biggest problem with the Rob Zombie stuff and the fire. What are they?
Hellbilly.
Yeah, it's just like they're all sex charged and wanting to do some crazy shit. Anyway,
Anyway,
I mean, who's not, right?
who doesn't have somebody tied up in their basement torturing?
well, I'm keeping mine quiet
Right.
now.
Okay.
Insidious.
Insidious is our next one.
Insidious.
Thanks, Justin. Thanks, Mike. And thank you, Tori, for being our guest.
Yeah,
host.
thank you for
Justin.
having me.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you
it was a lot
being
of
here.
fun. Hope
Really appreciate
to
your
have you back
insights.
for Ghost Ship sometime down the road.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, if we do go ship,
Or
we'll let you know.
I would love to.
if we do The Shining as,
Oh, yeah,
as a
I love
major
The
one
Shining.
later.
Yeah,
I mean,
we could
that's
do that.
That's a tentpole one. Is that what
That's
you
a
call
10
it?
pole.
That's
yeah.
a temple.
Yeah, as you
Shining
can
Jaws,
see,
Exorcist.
Giant fan of The Shining. And,
Yeah.
Well, you
So-
can't see if you're listening to this because it's audio.
As Tori
but-
can see.
Oh, as Tori can see. Yes. You're
Not
right.
on YouTube yet. Okay, Mike, you want to?
Yeah, this is
out?
the All Guts So Gory podcast. Thank you for listening. If you like what we do here, please give us a rate and review wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Tell somebody about it.
Tell someone about it.
Leave
You
some
can follow
comments.
us on Instagram at allgutssogorypod. Later this week, you can check in for episode 2 of our little game show, our trivia game show, A Stab in the Dark. Check that out. Tori will be with us for that as well. And Justin is the host because he won the pilot episode of that. So Justin is hosting that game. And then check out next week. We'll be back with Insidious, a Justin pick as well.
Yeah. Nice. All right.
All right. For Justin and Charlie and Tori, thank you again. I'm Mike. This is the All Guts So Gory podcast. Andy, take us home.
This is the end, friends.